Hey, what's up?
All right, everybody. Welcome to P8 Social Live. You've got Baylor Dave here and my co-host Mikey in the house.
Woo!
Yes, no?
Back on Monday night for David's 5-5 no cap Monday with some usual characters and the same kind of night. Welcome, everyone. Looking for some big action tonight. Talking it out with Mikey all evening. You can see we don't have any graphics up yet, but we've got Nick, Spooky, we've got Benji, we've got Bond, we've got Worm, the usual suspects.
Just
For David's
get it all.
K8 Social Live, no cap.
I mean, it's
Well, I
gonna.
sit down early on the stream and 3 people only have 1 buy-in.
Appreciate you joining us. Baylor Dave again here with Mikey.
It's gonna be
Shout
hot
out to my
anyway.
Baylor brothers,
$10.
Ryan, Brady, and
You gotta say the
Jason.
P word.
Mikey, any shout outs?
Nope. Just glad to be here. Glad to have you joining me in the commentary booth for tonight.
Should be a fun one. As we always say, we're looking for the large, big, fun pots. Maybe the first 10K pot today.
Definitely. A lot of people are buying in pretty deep today. We got Jim in seat number 4 sitting with over $5,000 in front of him. Also Nick in seat number 2.
That's what we want to see. Want to see some big splash pots and a lot of action here. So thanks for joining us again. We're here live, P8 Social, on 35 in Regal Row. Starting us out here with a bomb pot.
$10 bomb pot, every deal would change. 7-handed. I hear that David's kind of a little bit late to his party. He's on the way. He's just walked in the building just now, so we're probably going to see him in the next 30 minutes on the stream.
That's awesome. We'll get some action from him for sure.
Come on, man. Oh, there's Paulo there, right? Yeah. Okay.
Good luck, guys. All right, thank you.
How much? All right, 20.
So the boys are having Salad Pizza out there. Have you ever tried Salad Pizzas?
2 times actually. Had a piece today. It's a lot better than I remembered.
Really?
Yeah. I just had 1 piece, but it was a giant piece, a full meal. So I was talking to some people here at the 1-1 game and about it when I was eating and playing here as well, and I could remember that they're actually Vietnamese on. Is that correct? Things a little bit that's how they had some flavors, like a pho flavored pizza as well.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So anyway, if you want some different flavors, it's a lot. We're not sponsored by them, but still delicious pizza. Good job, Zalot.
We just straddle. Everyone without me?
All right, here's our first hand.
Be the first one to straddle. 5 straddle. 10.
Love to see Spooky back here in action.
Dirty dog.
And Ram's here. See if he gets his birthday run good like he did before.
6 raise 30. 8 fold 9 fold.
Got a suited 1-gapper from Benji in the +1.
5 call.
Pocket trays for Ramsey. Make the call. 3 ways to the flop.
That's a spicy flop.
Let's see what's Ramsey gonna do.
Benji's got to think he's got the best hand right here.
Oh, he's gonna donk out $60. Benji made the standard call. Off to the turn. And
It's drawn dead.
yeah. Let's
Benji's-
see what Ramsey's gonna bet here. The 160 into a $200
Yeah.
pot.
I think he got a call
Pretty
here.
good size. Yep.
There we go. It's going to see the bad news. And Ramsey wins the biggest pot of the night for now. A half K pot for the first time tonight.
$400. Can Benji find a fold here? He's a bet. Pretty strong. If you observe Ramsey, if you watch Ramsey a lot on the stream, I think his play style is pretty like straightforward. He'll, if he's given a good price, he'll call with the draw. But if he have a hand, he's gonna bet. So pretty straightforward.
I like Queen Jack.
Putting him on Queen Jack.
Thinking this through. He's got to still think he's good. Not knowing that those pocket deuces or pocket threes are the sneakiest sets.
Okay, just got a call. Pretty standard, I think. Yep.
So it wasn't. It was more than a half K that we thought. It was a full first 1K pot for us. Here we go. Let's keep it going. Jim and Nick still with the largest stacks of the night at over 5K. That can change. Let us know in the chat if you can hear us okay. We got myself and Mikey here in the house. Baylor, Dave, and Mikey.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining our stream tonight. We're having David Snowcap 5-5 no limit hold'em. Thank you all for tuning in.
Be here for the duration.
Walk off on.
Now bottom. Sorry?
I was just saying, stream. I don't see the stream link.
Not up yet.
Oh, is the stream? The stream should be up already, right on YouTube. It just plays with the banner.
The stream is up.
Banner on for the timer counter.
We just have a 10-minute delay on the stream. That's why.
I thought you'd be able to find it.
That's right.
Maybe not until.
That's why when you see, I've had questions on how are people able to be on their phones while you see them in the stream. And that's because of the 10-minute delay. And here we have it. David of David's No Cap Monday is here.
Double, triple up three.
Quarter? Yes.
My travel or raise?
Raise.
5 fold. 6 fold. Alright. 8 call.
We are heads up to the flop. Worm with Jack 9 offsuit. Bond with Ace Deuce of clubs. Worm flops open-ended, while Bond flop bottom pair.
8 raise 100.
Standard C-bet from Bond's gonna face immediate aggression from Worm to $100 with his open-ended straight draw. None of them have a diamond in their hand. And he's gonna let it go.
Rightfully lays it down, even though he had the best hand. To all our viewers on here, we welcome you guys again. Don't forget to hit the like button. That helps us out. Helps the algorithm here and puts it out into the interwebs.
That's all. 9 fold.
Because you're 5, he's 10.
Oh yeah, I think you just forgot to straddle from us. Or I did.
Give him stand back.
Oh wait, no, I did. I did.
Still putting the
I
money
did
on.
straddle. What the fuck am I talking about?
All right, we got a couple of pseudo premiums here. Nick with Ace Jack unsuited and Spooky with King 10 unsuited. Broadway drawing cards for them.
Oh,
And we got a big pocket pair for Ramsey on the button.
5 raise 200. 6 fold.
gonna raise it to $200. Pretty good size considering the stack depth. They're all pretty deep.
3 fold.
It's a whiff for both of them. Oh, I thought Ramsey folded, but he's still in there.
No, he's in there with pocket
Yeah,
tens.
that's
The
right.
graphics is a little bit. I think the graphic is showing that
He folded?
he folded, and Jim is actually on the graphics. As you show Jim, that's actually Ramsey who's betting $375.
Ah, okay, graphics just a little bit off.
Just gonna take it down. He's just gonna have to adjust his stack a little bit. Took down $400 pot right there. Pretty good size. That's his. He played in 2 hands, won them both.
Nice.
Pretty good start for Ramsey tonight.
He's getting his birthday run good extended a couple of weeks ago, and he won $6,000 here on this stream. Birthday run good weeks later.
Where at?
Here.
Finally had like, I held him twice.
Do the action around. I'll call that for you.
I did that too for the first.
Good to have Spooky back in seat 3 there in the house. Bond again, like we said, and one of the regulars, Nick, there in seat 2.
Can't win them all if you don't play the first one.
And when I watch other vlogs, Mikey, I see this Benji guy a lot. I've actually never met him, but I see him a lot in other vlogs. So he's kind of like a D-level celebrity to me.
Oh, David flopped 2 pair.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good first hand for David.
Left to my right.
Was Spooky. Spooky was the one that was raising with Jack-9 offsuit. And I'm surprised that David and Worms is calling him behind instead of 3-betting.
The other days were pretty bad.
Have you played with Red before?
Well, one day I lost like 15K, and the next day I was
Got
like
a bet
gang.
from the Indian.
Yeah.
Looks like $150 now. Looks like it was more.
It's like 400. So Spooky bet $50 and David raised it to 400. Oh no, actually no, my bad. He bet $400 on the turn.
Just catching up here. Man, ace 3 would have had 2 pair too.
Yeah,
It's
good laydown.
Probably kicking himself, thinking I laid down the best hand, not knowing that he would have probably got stacked. Nah, he wouldn't get stacked. There's still a
Worm is
string.
too good to get stacked in that spot.
Spooky really thinking this through with second pair.
What's that? I don't know why they're getting crazy without the cup.
He said, if you have a strong hand on this board, why didn't you raise pre-flop? Doesn't make any sense.
Wow, you interpreted that very well, Mikey. Didn't
Yeah.
hear all that.
I got lucky.
I got lucky.
You don't have nothing lucky there. You gotta draw. 50% draw.
Pair of threes, not lucky.
Spooky again, folks. He's known as Spooky because he owns a bunch of haunted houses, is what I've heard. I know he owns at least one, like, famous haunted house. You know that, Mikey?
I know that. So is it just like haunted house that,
You walk through like you pay admission, I believe. I think it's a nice one.
and people like, there are people in there that spook you out?
Yep, I don't like
You
those.
agonize
Oh,
me.
okay.
I'm not a
Because
big
I got
I'm not a big
marginal
fan
hand,
of
but then I got
that
three.
stuff.
You don't have enough behind for me to shove here.
And then try to get
Oh, so it's just like an artificial haunted house, not
Yeah.
like an actual haunted house.
Well, I mean, that they make. I think it's a nice one. You walk through, it probably takes 25, 30 minutes to walk through, and you pay probably
Right, right.
a decent admission. I don't like to get spooked like that. I like spooky. I'm happy for his business.
When you say haunted house, I thought he was like actually buying like haunted house.
Oh no, they actually the amusement haunted houses.
Yeah.
Show me the one that beats the jack.
Well, that's a tie.
I got the first comment in the chat. What's up, Jeff? How's your night going? David, my dude.
Hey, thanks.
I was happy to get it all in there.
I know you
I want to know who is Jeff 7S486.
Is that Jeff who comes in and play all the time? Is that the same Jeff?
I was
Might
hoping.
be. I'd like to know.
Believe it or not, I was hoping.
There's so many Jeffs.
What are the orange chips?
10,000.
We appreciate you guys.
That
Thanks
looks
for
really
tuning
funny.
in.
Denomination and
PH Social Live Monday night. David's no cap 5-5 with the usual suspects and some other new players.
Looking for the record.
We've got the Indian, David
I'm not
himself,
good enough to call
Benji, you
quads
see
ever.
Worm next to him.
So you know,
got Ramsey.
I've voted 3
We
top
have,
votes in my life. I'm not good
Spooky
at
there in
football, and I'm never
C3.
be
We've
good
got
at
Nick.
football.
Is Nick German? I'm not sure if Nick's German.
He's German. He's German.
Okay. Nick the German. I'll just say that in C4.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
I know your audience.
I voted top vote to Matt.
Baylor,
one
Dave, and
time.
Mikey here for the
Replacement.
duration of the night. Thanks
And I
for
was
joining.
right. And I voted in a 1-2 game and in a big tournament. But other than that,
Awesome. You're our #1 chat
I don't
member
think I'm
now.
ever good enough.
Yay.
I've not seen enough straight flushes in my entire life to warrant ever folding quads.
You got first place of
I
1.
did see 2 straight flushes this week though, in Hold'em.
Let's see if we can catch up with the graphics over here. Here you go.
None of
Got
them.
a small pocket pair from Ramsey. The speed limit. Indian with a good suited ace. Got a 3-bet from Worm with,
Ace-9 offsuit. Squeeze play.
wow.
Spooky just call. Interesting sport.
I've been waiting for the exact moment. I've been waiting for the
Everyone
exact moment
has-
with you. I've been waiting for
If I'm
you, Warren. I've been
considering
waiting for the exact
spooky
moment.
hand, if I were in spooky position, I would considering either 4-bet or just fold.
Look at that. Look who ends up with the best. Oh, no, he doesn't have. Oh, yeah, he does have the best hand. I was thinking Ramsey had him low.
How many times have you got stacked by David with 6-3 offsuit?
I've gotten stacked by David with 4-5 offsuit with my aces once, running it twice. Horrible beat. He got a straight on both boards. Cracked my aces for over $1,000.
Take care.
Right into Worm Shroud.
Fuck that, okay. You right? Yeah.
Looks a little dicier for ace-6.
Still have the best hand though.
Yep.
Actions on the Worm. You have the ace of hearts. And Worm just took his free river instead of trying to pull an aggressive move there. Into the passive actions before him. Check back to Worm.
See if he tries to buy the pot. He might.
And would it make sense though? It would make sense. You would have to bet really big.
Wow.
Yeah,
at
that
that.
big. So he's repping queens actually, giving the
Wow.
board. So it's like 4-6-4 on the flop. Then the queen check the turn. So if you're repping pocket queens, you have 3 combos of pocket queens left, and then you have a bunch of combos of miss heart draw. You know, like a bunch of ace X, king X with the ace king of hearts.
I want to so bad.
Yep.
So that's a pretty good sizing from Worm.
Just know I'm
It's
gonna
really
get
good.
Every fucking dime of all that right there.
Look at that. He's going to
I'm
put
gonna
him
get
in a small blender here. I think David folds
You're
this.
lucky I don't have one card in here.
Yep.
Get 2 cards.
Really good play from Worm.
Wow. That's tough to call.
Good sizing.
That aggressiveness in position shows you what position again accomplishes.
Ace of Hearts. I didn't know. I had ace check it down.
Good evening, gentlemen.
No, I mean, ace of hearts, jack.
Here we have the first tricky play of the evening from Worm.
Oh, we got a spoiler alert. Ramsey's gonna have kings next hand. Spoiler alert.
Can you believe that someone?
Let's just pretend that. Let's be surprised. Let's see what Ramsey looks like. Let's see what he looks like when he. Let's see if he has a tell.
Thank you, Worm.
I didn't want to lose to your straight flush, you know what I'm saying?
Not what, like, but I'm gonna snipe you off.
Catch any.
$75.
I've been studying you, watching you.
Is there a straddle?
The only reason
It's
you
a
didn't get
pretty
sniped out there.
big raise.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a $10 straddle. Okay.
You're about to get sniped.
Pocket kings. No action. No action.
Fold. That stinks.
You either have
Gotta
ace-
give those
ace of
kings
hearts,
back,
queen
Ramsey.
diamond, or ace of hearts,
I
jack.
want to get these cards.
And I'm gonna go watch it. Watch.
All right, we still have Nick just dipping below 5K. Got some other 1.5K pots
sometimes
or
I actually just have it.
stacks.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Still
I've
have
watched
Jim
it
with
so much,
the
you never have it.
largest stack,
It's got a good
a little over 5,000.
my highlight reel. Sometimes when I'm like running really bad.
James, a fan of Ramsey.
Watch a highlight reel.
He
of
just
all
saw the kings that he had, didn't get paid.
And I just jerk off. I just sit there like
What do
I'm
you
so
do?
good at poker. I'm so
What
good
do
at poker.
you do after
We're
10 minutes?
doing it. We're all. Oh, okay.
What do you do after 10 minutes of that?
Yeah, every hand.
Oh man, it's well, I don't have that many good hands, so
Well, I'm saying.
usually
Well, it
I'm
takes
kind of
10 minutes.
conditioned. I'm kind of conditioned not to.
It's been a long time. Over a year.
We got 19 viewers in the chat. Please let us know if the volume, the sound is good, everything's good.
You with California for a while, is that what happened?
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Where you been playing?
It's Mikey and Baylor Dave here on the mic in the commentary booth for tonight.
That's right. With you for the duration.
If I went there like.
Let us know what we can do better if you don't hear it right or if you want to hear more of the table banter and less of us. But that'll be 0% of you guys that wants to hear less of us, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I thought it was a mouse.
Ramsey made a 3-bet to $150 with King Queen of Diamonds.
They had one that was 1,000 cap, but it was, couldn't get into it.
Bond decided to go set mining. Benji's gonna decide to set mine as well, I believe.
Like their main game.
Got 4 ways to the flop on the 4-way to a 3-bet pot. Insane action here tonight.
And we have Benji with the best of it right now with an under pair to the top pair on the potential on the board.
Wow. I don't know if Bond is, you know, if he's pulling a bluff. I don't know if he's pulling a bluff here, or like taking a stab, or he's just, you know, like sense weakness that nobody really have a strong hand. He just bet $200 with deuces.
Yep. It's the first and the last thing I believe that you said. It's the
Now an ace peel on the turn. It's a pretty good card for Ramsey, but he decided to check to Bond.
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna check back.
That's the thing. The games we've had, they were really.
But if Ramsey doesn't pair up in the river,
looks like he's going to be.
no, he doesn't check back.
Not super recently, but I played it like 5
Oh, he's going for it. Oh,
No, I was up north.
balked a little bit.
I've heard the action's really good. I've been saying.
It's early. Don't be too out of line. Oh, he just ripped it all
Here
in.
we go.
Well, how much is that? Is that like $1,000?
Yeah, that's like
He's getting a
1100.
really pretty good odds to call here, Ramsey. 41%.
Yeah,
You have, how many outs do you have? So 9 diamond outs, sorry, 8 diamond outs, and then 4 tens, 12. If you pair up your king, your queen, you're good. So 10 plus 6, 12 plus 6, 18 outs.
you just outcomputed the outs that they calculated.
Oh. I wasn't considering like true outs, you know.
We can't trust these science computers sometimes.
Yeah, so he only had 13 true outs because some of his outs were in the muck.
And Ramsey folds it. Doesn't want to take the chance, even though, as we saw, he was not a 1-to-1, but it was close with 41% for Ramsey.
Yeah, he got 41%, and it was it like a 2-to-1 on a call?
Yeah, what was in the pot? I don't play these stakes, so the percentages in my head are a little different. I like the 1-1 and 1-2 streets.
What's up, Greg? Welcome to the chat.
What's up, Greg?
I love the Thursday stream. Did you see the Thursday
I
stream?
saw part of the Thursday stream, and I got to meet Penelope for the first time. Good job for inviting her, Greg.
Yeah.
And sorry, I don't know much about Big Jim in the chat. This is the first time I've actually seen Jim, I believe.
Yeah, me too.
No, sir. Not a big baller. I like the 1-1 and 1-2 streets. That's where my zip code lies, my friend. I think DJ Josh likes the bigger stakes and works them and navigates them much better than I do. And I think Mikey here, to my right, plays the bigger stakes
Bobby
as
not
well.
supposed to give it to him first pitch.
Not me.
I haven't played anything bigger than 1-2 for the past 4 years, so.
Hey, Greg, I think that didn't make the stream from our Saturday night shenanigans. So for those of you in the chat, we did have a 1-2 live stream Saturday, and Greg in the chat and myself were playing in that. And we had a few too many shots, and things were said, and it was funny as hell. But I'm glad it didn't make it on the stream.
Just hope I'm not banned because of Saturday. What happened Saturday? I didn't watch Saturday.
There's just we had a good time, and we had open conversations.
I knew Greg told me that he searched it up on Amazon to buy his Asian tracksuit.
Yeah.
What's a nice looking suit? I want one.
With the country club.
All right, getting back into the hands here. We've got the Indian with top pair. We've got someone with everyone's got a little piece of this. And the best hand bets out for 75. No, 175. It looks like it. That he raised.
Instant call, snap call from Spooky.
Looks like a $225 bet from the Indian. Spooky could call this. Yeah, discipline, lets it go.
Yeah, I knew his dad ran a game out of the restaurant.
Thank you.
Spooky's playing a little tighter than usual. I can see him calling second pair down for that amount.
You know what they say, tight is right.
That's right. I haven't learned that.
Yeah, that's what I normally. Yeah, I deal that. I mean, they let you're only 5 years in.
Right, we got a suited connector, 5-6 for Bond.
Last week, but he had to wear this. And he chose to wear it.
He's raising small raise up, or is he just calling?
We had the first game there.
2 fold, 3 fold, 4. Oh, sorry. Raise.
25.
They did
9
raise.
raise, 25. 2 fold, 3 fold.
We had
Bond likes his small suited connector.
Nino ran out.
Yeah, but I'm not sure they want to do that again.
Wow.
Does a 5X.
Not him specifically, just 5 fold.
There was a straddle, so it's just 2.5. Yeah. So Bond made it 25, and then Jim in C4 with Ace Queen suited, bumped it up to $100. And I get called by the Indian in seat number 7 with King Jack offsuit. Flop. Ooh. Bond just flopped the joint.
That's why suited connectors like that
7 check.
Oh, but he's.
Yeah, you got.
Ooh, but that is such a bad turn card for Bond, right?
Yeah.
Not bad.
To get some more value, unfortunately, betting 3 diamonds when no one's got a single diamond between the 3 of them.
Nobody had a diamond. Nobody had a pair.
Yeah.
Nobody had 2 pair.
Oh, he couldn't get max value out of it. That was a beautiful, sneaky
Yeah, if you want to see first.
flop for binking the nuts there for Bond.
But yeah, Adam was there. Usually like a full game.
Okay.
Always every week. They have extras.
We had Adam.
Trying to get second table.
I'd love to play. I'd love to play.
All right, let's get on to our next hand.
But there's people who are willing to let you.
There's a $10 under against throttle from Bond in seat number 9. Action is gonna be
That'll actually keep me.
on. Was it James
Jim, Big Jim is what everyone is on. What is?
or Nick?
Oh no, Nick was in
Seat 2.
Seat 2.
Who's in seat 1? Do we have a
No
seat
one,
1?
I don't think no.
Oh yeah, so action is gonna be on Nick.
5 races.
Okay.
5.
Ramsey waking up with pocket jiggities.
7 races. 275.
Here we go. He had kings today already.
Kings, king, queen.
Downgraded to jacks. Let's see how he plays this against the race with the Indian. The Indians ace queen.
Made it 75. Indian 3-bet 275. Ramsey just call. Flop comes an ace, of course. Whenever you have jacks, queens, kings,
That's right. An ace will come on the
an
board.
ace will always come.
Always. I think it's a law of quantum physics.
Oh, and he just ripped it in. Considering his stack, that's pretty good
Yeah.
size. Yeah, pretty good play. I just wish his 3-bet would have been just a little bit bigger,
Yep.
so that
It would
you're
price
gonna
in.
get a more true 1-on-1 SPR on the flop, so that you can jam.
This is confusing because he probably thinks David can have a lot of holdings here. David will mix it up and not play GTO. He might play this with ace queen or 4-5 unsuited.
That's pretty interesting because I don't recall, at least playing live, like not on the stream, I don't recall David Alexander pulling off a bunch of 3-bet, 4-bet bluffs. You know, he'll get in there with 82 cards and then he'll play bluffs, but I haven't seen him pulling 3-bets, 4-bet bluff with like 6-3, 6-4, or 82 card.
So I think he plays different on the bigger streams.
Yeah.
When I've played with him and he plays in the 1-1, which is rare, I always wonder why he'll play that, or when he'll play in the 1-2, he'll play a lot more loosely and aggressively.
Yeah, he'll open. I see him open with any 2 cards, call with any 2 cards, and then if he senses weakness, he's gonna make a play. But I haven't seen him do like 3-bet, 4-bet bluffs with.
Yeah, I was the recipient of the bad beat of when we were both over 500 deep, and I saw aces on the button.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, me
And
and you.
he made it 25. I bumped it to 125, and he jammed all in for over $500. So I snap called. We ran it twice, hit a straight on both boards with his 4-5 unsuited.
Wow.
It was, that was one of my first early introductions to
David
the
Alexander.
Indian, David Alexander. When David's game here, he's a legend. He does stuff like that.
And if it's suited, then I just, tables are great.
8 race, 200. 9 fold.
We're made it $200 with Ace King offsuit.
Got some callable hands from
Yeah.
Jim.
King Deuce. I like King Deuce. That's my favorite hand.
Except for the fact that it's suited.
So
Yeah.
who else are we waiting on? Mike?
3, 2, no, he was
No one
coming.
wants to gamble right now.
Mike season hospital.
Not until not for the next 10 minutes when the knit game is on, and you just gotta play. It's will induce more action. In the end, with 40% pre-flop raise frequency.
Oh, yeah,
Fort had
of course,
COVID.
I covered.
Yeah, so it's like,
Again, we got some more viewers. We appreciate you guys tuning in to David's Monday night PH Social live stream. Got Baylor Dave here and Mikey in the house with you for the duration of this.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you are enjoying the stream.
Got a little bit of all-ins and some action here. Some interesting pots.
Prayers, man. Shit.
Oh, you do that. Yeah, she just got enough. Oh, okay.
He seemed perfectly
As an homage to DJ Josh, we want to see over a 10K pot here. That's what he always said. Silver Fox in the house. As usual, always appreciated.
You want to make a bet?
What's that?
Let's do a bet for like a meal, like $20 meal.
All right, I'm gonna let you steal this one off my throat.
$5,800. That's
That would
so
be
over or under the biggest pot of the night. $5,800. Over and under.
I'm gonna go over.
I'll take under.
All right, there you go. It's the first commentator versus commentator live stream bet of PH Social.
Anybody in the chat wanna tag along?
I love.
Greg, are you in?
I love that, Mikey. That yeah. Well, who thinks that the biggest pot tonight will be over $5,800 or under $5,800?
About €4.
And Mikey's gonna have to buy me a pretty darn good Vietnamese meal after this is done.
I always study.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, there you go.
That way I know like how much is how
Greg
big I need
said
to
the
bet
same
to be
thing
No, you're
while I
right
was
with the
saying
big
it.
blunts.
That's
You gotta
funny.
think
Greg
of
and I
big
are gonna try Viet Voyage over there,
yeah,
Mikey. Over there by Asia Times Square.
Where's that at?
Asia Times Square on,
In Garland?
no, it's in Grand Prairie.
Oh.
Yeah. Really, it's supposed to be one of the nicest, biggest Vietnamese buffets.
I've lived here for 3 years and I'm so uncultured. Is it straight hold'em or do they PLO on dealer swap? On dealer swap, I think it's 45-minute push. Big D, they'll do $10 double board PLO bomb pot every dealer change every 45 minutes.
$20 bet. I'm supposed to take that serious.
Oh, look at it. Look at David. Broadway on the river.
Oh, wow.
That makes all sense. Like, you said you
And
never
it's gonna
played
get paid
that
off.
shit, like, yeah.
Pretty good night so far for David Alexander.
Yep. Didn't he buy in for 1,000? So he's 2.5x his
When I die, I
buy-in.
want to come back as a whale.
They get the max.
From his set. Yeah.
I looked down the river.
Oh, down the river.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we'll easily get over a 5.5,
Maybe 2.
5.8K pot tonight. That's I'm betting $20 of my own money.
Just go all in for 2x pot.
Yeah, we're all
Okay, folks, let's see this next unremarkable hand right now.
It's a good thing about buying in short. I'll go up and down here. That's why I always
Ramsey calling with the unsuited King 8.
buying short.
buying short, you would double up and literally any hand these idiots will pay out.
Piece for both players. Ramsey's got the better of it. I think Wisely checks back. Board very wet and connected now. Double flush draw, straight draw.
You know who I hate? Financially responsible.
Pizza over there?
I hate people that like are like, oh man, I gotta save for my, you know, I can't afford to gamble, but they still have a credit card. You know, it's like to me that's
it
fucking
out.
retarded. You know, I think it is.
Well, you could also be responsible and gamble too.
No, you can't. Though.
Okay.
It's not fun, though,
like
if you're not
the
being
show
responsible.
was waiting on you to say good or
Yeah,
bad.
exactly.
We're saying it's not fun if you are being
The pocket king,
ever gamble with
pocket
money you
kings,
don't have?
these pair of kings. Just took that down.
Or yeah, or
Graphics
like
catching
this
up
is my
again.
child support, you know.
We're gonna see sometimes we'll see some hands on the board that's ahead, and sometimes we'll see it
course
behind.
It's a high.
You think I'm ever gonna check back if the king is not winning?
Seriously, it's not.
You might.
As I've said before, let's not focus on perfection, as I can't even say that word.
Get another credit
Sometimes things will go wrong. We'll have a
you know, I'll have my mom do some more
a little
videos.
slow motion or fast motion or stills in our video stream, but
Well,
perfection
yeah, but
is
my mom does
boring,
BBL,
as I've
so,
said in the
like, I
past.
can do that. Like, you can just get another credit card.
Yeah, but how am I gonna pay that credit card?
You're asking too hard a question.
Win. The answer's win.
Here we have Benji with
Yeah, the
my
answer's
favorite
win.
hand, suited Jack 10.
Oh, so use the credit card.
Love this hand. One of my buddies, Chris C.
Yeah.
This is his favorite hand as well. And our varieties, the
Alright,
heart
guys,
variety.
who wants to play like, I don't know.
Chris C and I both love a Jack Heart,
I don't know. I don't
Jack
have a
10
credit
of
card.
hearts.
Wrong credit card.
I'm following Dave Ramsey's
All right,
courses.
Indian hits
I guess I'm probably gonna be calling Dave,
the king.
given if I start doing what you suggest.
I have Benji with an open-ended
No, I just have a lot
straight
of
draw
friends
with
that,
his
like,
Jack
they have
10
more
and
money than me, but it's annoying how little
clubs.
they gamble. You know, like they'll play 50 cents dollar, but they.
David calls. Or no, he raised. I thought he was the one that called.
Like if
David
you're
raised
listening,
his
fuck you.
top pair. Wants any draws to have to pay to see. He missed, and David takes it down. Or no, did Benji take it down? No, David takes it down. With his top pair.
Later, what my secret success is, sit. I'm gonna say sit to the left of Benji and to the right of one.
Especially while Benji's running back.
All right, here's our chip count. Still got two people in the over 5K range. The rest are
I
down
don't think it really
chasing.
matters what seed you have right now.
Really? Yeah.
We've got the Indian with a dangerously big stack now.
10 right there.
He'll usually buy in for small and cause some commotion, but now he can cause some damage, not just commotion.
Don't fuck it up.
Bond with a suited wheel, raised to 25. And it looks like we have a 3-bet to 150 from the Indian. Bond still values his suited wheel draw. The ace-3.
Bond, I probably wouldn't fold it to anybody else. We'll get there. Hold that. Fold.
Bond's 4-bet actually gets everyone out. Well done to steal everything pre-flop. Bond moving up a little bit. Almost 2.5K in his stack. Got minimal movement in the stacks right now. So
There wasn't any red sauce.
money's going back and forth.
I don't know why they order like the, you know, like the other ones they have over there because it's like it's always pepperoni.
All right, we've got Bond with
It's like, why
pocket
don't you
pair
get only
here.
pepperoni?
Now with sixes. Spooky calls.
Remember this used to happen back at Pizza.
Potential Broadway
It's always
cards.
the
And we see a 5-way flop. With the Indian getting the worst of it. Bond, the very, very disguised boat. Let's see how much value he's going to get, which is probably going to be minimal.
Pray what you do.
Bond's hoping for a call, but most likely not. We did have a
How
call.
to win the minimum.
He got mad.
I think that Spooky would call that. I guess it was only for $100.
Yeah, he stopped watching my masterclass.
The boat gets the minimum
You gotta finish the
or
one.
the maximum on that.
Yeah, well, it's called super duper system. But it's spent $100 worth of shit.
Yeah, he wouldn't have got it if he wouldn't have waited all the way to the river.
Yeah, but what if he bets like $25 and then he can bet $200?
Next hand here, we've got Spooky with a unsuited connector. Did he fold that?
Yep.
No way did.
Early position, man.
Wow.
Spooky is a pretty disciplined player.
That's crazy.
Ramsey bumped it up to $25 with King Jack suited. Orm's gonna call with pocket sixes. The NDN is in there with 7-5 offsuit. 4 ways to the flop. Ramsey with top pair. Bet $50. Gonna get called by David with middle pair. And middle pair and backdoor. Nope, no more backdoor. I was gonna say middle pair with backdoor straight draw.
Shuts it down. But let's see what.
Let's see how much value can Ramsey extract from this hand, considering that both players behind him have middle pair.
That the worst of the 2 middle pairs calls. But Bond knows it can't be good.
Max value. Did David win a pot or he bought in for more?
No, he was winning some pots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He built up his stack.
No, I mean, but I literally had King Jack of clubs.
Which will make it more interesting for sure.
Bro.
That was just funny to me that he just won a hand with that.
Yeah, no, it's like, you know what I always love hearing? Like when a poker player like folds like 9-4 offsuit, and then the flop comes down 9-9-4, and then they're like, oh dude, it's always so interesting. You know what I mean?
I feel like that mostly happens like at 1-2 tables. But
Oh, those only the games I play? Yeah, sorry, I'm not rich like fucking Benji. My mom only does BBOs. Measly BBOs. So,
no, I mean, I just only remember that back when I played 1-2. I never see that.
they do that with all.
I just need a couple
All poker players do that. Does that not happen in your game?
Okay, I'll check it out.
Like I'll be playing like 10 quarter and people are like, oh dude, I sold this fucking 7-3.
Spooky bumped it up to $30 with ace-9 offsuit. Action's gonna be on Jim. He's considering 3-bet.
I mean, it is mostly lower stakes.
Made a 3-bet, I think, for 175.
Well, even as much as that, I think
That's a pretty big 3-bet coming from Jim.
they graduated
Big
from
Jim.
that way of thinking.
That's the one guy I'm not too familiar with.
But they're playing pretty deep, so
When they fold it, they're like, dude, cool story, man. I would have flopped the bottom.
Jim just takes it down.
4 offsuit, I would have hit a boat.
Yeah, yeah. You're so lucky you raised. I would have limped for $2. Yeah, no, I'm playing. I mean, I would have.
And then both of them luck.
Looks like we got a few more viewers. Thank you guys for joining us at P8 Social Live's David's No Cap 5-5 live stream on Monday nights. We have the usual people that are known throughout the Metroplex playing our games, like your Spookies, Ramseys, Benjis, all these guys you see at some bigger streams all over the place. Appreciate you guys joining us. We're here for the duration. This is Baylor Dave and Mikey in the house till this end of this stream for you guys. So thank you for staying tuned. Also visit our club. We're at 35 in Regal Row, P8 Social. Got 1-1s all the way up to 5-5s, uncapped, playing at our club.
Dude, don't do that. Bad luck.
Love to see you live here. We all play here. Both myself, Mikey, DJ Josh that you heard, Nick, all the other guys that you hear on this commentating booth. We all play over here. We have a bunch of fun. We have our family here. So come and join us live.
I proceeded to lose $7,000.
speaking of family, we got half a family to the flop. Jim was the aggressor,
Yeah.
so he c-bet $50 on the flop.
I go to my mom and ask her if she's gonna do more BBL. The next week for me.
She's a busy woman. But,
She has to be the.
Yeah, fulfill your program.
They're losing
Team Big D says they don't respect them 1-2 guys. That's funny. That's right. Right. Looks like
Oh, Swarm getting pretty sticky with pair of fours here.
doesn't know he has the best hand.
Everything bricked out. I think I bet of like 250. Oh, he gave up. Oh.
Wow. Wins with the best. He wins with the best hand. He doesn't know he had the best hand.
First time that I went to play on Hunter, I like
Takes almost $700 down
and I was scheduled to play like Wednesday.
in this pot.
And Wednesday, I run really bad and I lose like 40K or something like that. And my, I think one of my friends was like, so are you still gonna play tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, of course. Yeah. It wasn't like, I wasn't expecting that to be possible. But they're used to it now though.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a bomb pot coming, chat.
They know
Here we
that
go.
I play these stakes, but they're not like okay with it.
Oh.
If that makes sense. So it's like
Got
you know,
pre-flop
BBL
raise
takes
percentages
the side,
just
like,
shown
that
to you
was
guys, and now
not a
we're
problem.
going to our
Conversation.
4-card PLO bomb pot.
You gotta mentally prepare them.
Intervention.
Dude, it was I was like I'm gonna change their minds. I'm gonna win 5K. I'm gonna win 5K today, and I'm gonna show them that what a good poker player I am. Proceed to lose every single pot in 4 hours.
Would you do me a
I
favor?
deserve
Alright,
to be
let's see. Sometimes card readers don't get these all, but
No, that I do a lot of favors for a lot of people that I will not do.
Just give them their.
I've said before on this,
Yeah, give me their number. I'll
and he'll do it.
Okay,
Four
I'll
card
give them-
game of
I'll give
false
them,
hope.
I'll give you their number.
I'll send the link for you.
Yeah, they've been asking me who's really paying my tuition this whole time.
as we do sometimes, it's hard to
Let me.
talk about all these cards, as you can see over here, like an ESPN highlight reel all over the screen. We'll let you guys enjoy it with this music, with this bomb pot.
I mean, I thought Joe Biden was going to. It might have been. Keep going.
Lil Raj back in the house here in our chat. Good to have you, Lil Raj. That's funny. Why is Little Raj saying 1-2? Did I accidentally say this was 1-2? Not this. I said it was a.
What? How do you have that?
It was a
What do you mean?
5-5.
Oh, yeah, the same man.
I mean, at that point, I thought my pair of sixes might have been good for one board.
Yeah, Jim, Big Jim
That was a cautiously played bomb pot.
is in for 5K, I believe.
I think you need to break those squid
I almost bet my
tiles
king
out.
7, Nick.
Those squid
I
tiles.
don't know, man. We're running pretty good.
So we want to play with 9 or 10.
Should be
10,
10.
10 and let somebody, yeah.
Already got the first shout out in the chat to Silver Fox.
it? 20 per token? Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, 20 if you
Also a fan favorite of this brand when he comes in and plays in different streams. Silver Fox is a character we love to see in here.
Just like you. So I guess we're doing splash pot right now, paying every
It's easier for me to remember.
Lil Raj says
Yeah, 25 is easier because it's just one
Big Jim's a 25K heads up whale. It's funny. Let's see how if he plays like that.
That is 20.
I thought y'all were doing 25.
No, I suggested that.
20 first.
What are they changing this the
But I have a
structure
little more of
to?
his money than we'll go 25.
Call, 7 call.
Well, David, take it easy on me. I'm still a bit cash poor right now. 'Cause I even went to the bank today and they had almost no cash. Like they were literally, capping how much you could withdraw.
The bank was?
Yeah, because apparently a bunch of people went out and got cash today or the past couple days.
I had to go.
They were like,
I was buying a house for 40 grand, and I had to go.
Oh, that was
I had to go
interesting.
cash.
We're
I had to
talking
go to
about getting cash,
4
and
different
Benji
banks.
talking about the banks limiting
Cash to buy the house.
the cash
and I needed something
output
for
from
20.
their
The
banks.
lady wanted 20. It was insane. And finally, I was just like, what do I got to fucking rob a bank to get my own fucking money out? Yeah.
Wow, what kind
They
of
wanted 40K
She
and 20.
wanted 40K and 20. We literally,
Oh,
we literally-
JS? Just see what kind of stakes are those? That's crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, you can't
Oh,
track
no,
it.
I've
That's,
done-
if that's
I've since
25K
made
in
her,
real dollars,
I've
that's
since
way
bought
out of the
another
zip
house
code
and made her
of my
own.
comprehension.
I still own that house.
Back to the action here. We got Spooky who 5-bet. Now that I'm paying attention again to the other screen with Ace Queen unsuited.
But once I fix it, I bought it for 40K. When I take it back from these
Benji
people,
with
I'll
a
resell the
suited
house for
king
about 200K.
of diamonds has to decide
By the end of the year, when I fix
with
all my
the
problems.
size of his stack if he's going to call.
My guess is 2 colors.
Really? I thought it might have 3.
I originally sold it for 200K.
You might still end up calling it.
80K. I just resold it for 350. And it's all paper, so I get.
Benji really contemplating
Deal pair?
Yeah, my net worth.
this all-in call.
Oh shit, that probably means you got like 18 or something.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of money in
No,
the
it's kind of
pot
down.
already.
I had a downswing in poker, a downswing in real estate, and a downswing in relationships. All at the same
I
time.
know.
In September.
Okay, 1 second, I'm gonna decide.
So relative to his stack, did 4 to 1, thereabouts. And how that's calculated, yes.
Well, you were doing pretty bad when we played Desperado too for a little bit. You were getting.
Yeah, but those downs.
Those were small. Those were small.
Those were 15K.
Makes the discipline fold.
I had 2 15K downs.
Doesn't want to stick the rest of his
Most
half K in
important
there.
one.
Probably like 3,000 top.
Very disciplined.
Out of the way.
Benji, how does he actually have a hand?
Then I was
I know.
It's insane.
immediately
Yeah.
in January, like the second I came back from Indiana.
But I was
Yeah,
like,
my family.
you know, since he 5-bet, I'm like, okay, I can take that a little bit serious.
Well, I mean, if you were a bit deeper
So I lost 25K. I had the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, you were.
I'm poor right now.
Going again.
Yeah,
Temporarily.
to get going again.
The bet you had to make put you in the back.
Yeah,
and
but
then-
I
and
made
then
it
I'm
small
like,
enough
I
to
was
where I
doing
wasn't
great on
committed.
yours.
Right, that's what I'm saying, but you were barely.
Yeah.
Right, next hand
Not
here.
enough hold equity. That's all it is. Now,
Significant
David,
hands.
I know we're going all
I like calling
Right,
that.
always 25.
Gives you any idea what I thought?
Spooky seems to get the best of it with his ace-10 of hearts. Beautiful looking. 2 cards when you look down at them. They always look more powerful than I think they are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
Ace-10 suited just looks so pretty.
I mean, sorry, 3, 4, 5. All in.
Oh wow.
Benji going all in with his 550. He didn't go all in with his previous one with King 7 of diamonds. Because he thinks Queen Jack's a better bet to go all in against.
You know, I'm gonna look at that.
More connected.
That was 3, 4 face.
Spooky's probably going to give him some action here with ace-10 of hearts. A good price for ace-10 of hearts to call.
Yeah.
Oh, and he laid it down. Wow.
That's
Okay.
a big laydown.
3, 4 spades.
Wow, gets away with it.
I thought you were 4.
All right, here's our
I
cumulative
didn't say how
winnings.
poor,
Benji a little bit down, 2K. Worm with the biggest profit margin so far with 1.2K. Everyone else in the middle with half making the green tonight.
How is Ramsey down $660?
It's the first time I've seen him down.
I mean, I probably would have done it with that.
He won like the first 3 hands in a row, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
What
What did
happened?
he lose? Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Alright, okay. Hey, full man gold.
All right, we've got Big Slick here. Big Jim has Big Slick. Ace King unsuited after Nick raises his 6-7.
6-7.
6-7. And Benji waking up with the pair of the top of those 6-7s. Pocket 7s for Benji. After a 3-bet from Jim to 250.
All in.
We have Benji going all in
Of course, I would part this.
for under a K, all in for 625 bucks. And we have a race.
I want another one of these. Good luck, Benji. You want,
Classic
1 or
race.
2 times?
Not classic race.
What do you have?
I prefer to stay after.
I would consider Jacks versus Ace King as a classic
That's
race.
not me.
And Jim gets
That's
too
like
much of the first
opposite of
board
what I have.
with a boat. Oh,
Oh, we got them both. Oh,
Oh,
wait, no.
oh, oh.
Clubs.
look at that. After that flop, a little bit of mercy from the poker gods to chop up the pot.
Insane.
Which a lot of times when you run it twice with big slick and a big pocket pair,
They
that
raise
usually
to
happens.
250 and they actually have a hand. Like, I don't know how they do it. It's insane.
Yeah, I need to stop going all in. But that's
Working out for you.
1200 points. Not up to 20.
Right, we have the chip
You know,
stacks
and
again,
this was like
pretty
hopefully
much
it'd be like 7-5.
moving a little near the bottom. Benji being
Well, they play a much bigger squid.
down on the leaderboard for now.
No, I know, but
the night is
regardless of
young.
That, I just mean
We
what
can
hands
still
they
see
would
some
get.
big pots.
There's no way you're seeing ace king or ace queen.
Again, earlier today we were having a bet on what the largest pot would be tonight. We have some people in the viewership knowing that it's an over/under $5,800 pot,
980.
and it is worth a meal to me, as I took the over on that. Speaking of big slick again, Spooky's got ace king unsuited, 3 bets it to 125.
Well, you got 7-3 off. It's not quite as easy. Not a bragging
I'm not
thing.
doing it without aces anymore.
On
Give me
considering calling.
We'll do that one time.
Wait, really?
Looks like we're gonna try something different, which will not work against Spooky.
You know, you're supposed
This is a game.
Spooky
this is a GTO trick.
getting $500 on that.
What you do before you 4-bet bluff is you randomize. So, like you just pick something and you say, okay, if this happens 10% of the time, then I go.
As you
on.
viewers
The
probably
other
know,
90% I don't.
Spooky's the legend
You
who
don't
went
go on.
viral in the poker news when he got quad fours to fold.
He's close enough to slap you.
When he flopped the full house, sixes full of fours, there was a 3-card straight flush on the board
What I
that
like to do is I like to ask
the
guy
quad
next to me,
fours actually folded
when's
on
the last
the
time you took a
potential
chip
of
once?
that.
And if it was,
And people on the
AM,
internet were wondering if
then
that
I go
was
all in. If it was PM,
rigged or
then I
not,
fold.
because how could you fold quads in that situation? Those of you who've seen that, I mean, real or not, I think that's real.
No, that was probably AI, Dave.
The artificial intelligences.
It's pretty funny how you're scrolling on the internet nowadays and most of the comments you see is real or AI.
Yes, that's right. It's kind of scary. It means that you
Yeah.
can fake things really easily now. Oh, we got top pair on the board versus second pair with 2 very similar hands. Let's see who plays this right. Nick with the worst of it, barely, is the one that takes the action. Let's see what Bond does in this situation. Calls. Now you got a lot going on there.
9.
Good.
Check, check. And the best hand wins. For a $500 pot. Not bad. hand.
Dave is currently first in the VPIP leaderboard, 68% VPIP. Action player.
Yep. There you go. He's playing looser.
I'm gonna add 15.
Okay. Where's the other 1500?
Again, those of you joining us in the chat, on the stream, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for keeping it lively and busy. And again, let us know what we can do for you as you check out the stream or our club live.
The 75? Oh, maybe.
Don't forget to hit that like button. It helps us out a lot. Mikey and I do this for you guys. We love this game. We love this club. Least you guys can do is just click that like button. We have some new viewers coming on. If not for us, do it for the kids. Oh, Karen. Do you not know me? Of course you do. That was the most ridiculous. Karen knows that it's not the former of that, but it would definitely be Fortune House. We got to go to dinner with our viewer here in the chat and her lovely husband, Marshall, to Fortune House, which we would totally recommend. All right, next hand.
We can see that the net game is on. That's going to induce a little bit of action.
Explain real briefly, Mikey, the net game, to anyone who wouldn't know.
So you see the buttons there in the pot. So if you win a hand, you win that hand and you show your cards, you will win one of those knit button. And after I think 9 or 10 hands, I don't remember how much or how many knit buttons are in there. But after all the knit buttons are given out, whoever doesn't have knit buttons in their stack would be obligated to pay out to the rest of the players like 25 bucks per button or something like that.
Got it. That's a pretty clear explanation of what those are. So for our viewers who are looking at that who haven't seen that before, Mikey explained that beautifully.
So let's say if you guys look at Ramsey in seat number 5, he doesn't have any knit button. And you can see to the right of Bailey, our dealer in the box, after she finished giving out all of the knit buttons, and let's say Ramsey still have 0, then they'll have to pay, I don't know how much are they playing for. Usually it's like $25. So Ramsey would have to pay out $25 per button to everybody who has those buttons.
So you want to see large stacks of those, not for money, but for this button game.
I did not have one yet.
What card did more?
I honestly think that $25 a button is pretty small for this game.
4, 9.
It'd be like
$9.
$100.
It should be 100, I agree.
Yeah.
It's only 25, I think.
Move. I could feel the heat of him.
Karen, I totally agree. I think Fortune House should sponsor this stream. And I would be 100% happy if it was just their soup dumplings. But I agree with you, Karen.
How many do we have left? Oh, okay.
Yes, you, David, and Warm, I think.
I've never had soup dumplings before.
Oh my gosh, Mikey. that can't be right. You need to go as soon as possible. Just like I was endorsing Project Hail Mary. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. No payment here, no endorsement. It was an amazing movie. If you haven't had soup dumplings, go for it. You won't regret it like watching the movie. Two very, very different things that you must do.
I got a heads-up pot here between Big Jim and Worm. Ace-Jack offsuit versus pocket nines. Flop is pretty favorable for Worm or Trey. Jim with 2 over, Worm with an over pair. Worm's gonna c-bet. 175, pretty good sizing for this board. Pretty dry board, don't have to go too big. You get value from ace high, king high. In this case, ace jack offsuit. Pretty safe card for Worm here, for his hand. But it's a pretty dangerous card if we're talking about range versus range, because Jim would have the nut advantage on this board rather than Worm. The best Worm can have, like the absolute nuts that he can have on this board, considering that he was the 3-betted pre-flop, is a wheel. If you're 3-betting like ace wheel suited, the absolute best hand you can have on this board is just a wheel. Anyway, they didn't get 2 out of line. Jim didn't get 2 out of line.
So you give Worm a hand, but you won't give me a hand?
Mikey, you are missing out.
Yeah, it's so close. Karen's right. Karen speaks the truth. Fortune House on 635 in MacArthur.
No, that
That was a free endorsement.
Ramsey on the right. Yeah, the Ramsey that's never bluffed in his life.
That's not true.
All right, let's see the graphics on what I have in the hole.
Okay, you can't be on any more downs for Squid Game.
Hey, you called the Squid Game too, buddy.
I know it.
Bond on the button. Ace 3 unsuited.
I think it's the tightest I've ever seen you play.
I should have been smaller.
People don't realize it, but actually,
I mean, I could have won something.
Nick, the worst of
We had
it,
like ace jack, right?
Even suited.
raises to 150.
There's also, I had out with a 2.
I know, that's why I should have had
But
row.
like, it just wasn't,
It's like,
I was priced out.
Still makes sense.
well, I can size down. I wanted to get all in on the river. That was my thing. I wanted to get all in against like 6s to eights. Yeah.
Big Jim, smooth calls. Bond lets it go.
You're rooting for Jim right now. You're rooting for Jim right now. You and
Slightly connected flop here. Face jack deuce with 2 hearts. Jim starts with the best hand, continues with the best hand. Nick with nothing on here except for the backdoor flush and straight draw. Folds it out.
Alright, last one right here. Thank you.
Who else doesn't have one?
On to our next hand.
Nicolas.
Got Jim dipping below the 5K mark. Nick and Ramsey,
We're the net.
4.5K thereabouts. The rest underneath, with Benji being the shortest stack, under $1,000.
Yeah, Nick and Jim were the 2s that bought in for over $5,000 at the start of the stream.
You know,
The stack got swindled a little bit.
should be fair.
Yep.
Chips are getting passed around the table. I think David is up like $1,200 so far. That's the biggest
awesome.
winner for the night
Yeah.
so far.
Some mediocre meddling hands here.
That's us, Benji. That's what I'm saying. Let us all get in there.
yeah, we really want
Turns
both
into
of
up
them
to
to
you,
lose.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And the Indian continues his little lucky streak. Hard to flop a pair, much less flush. And he bets it out right away.
Does anybody have anything to call him with?
One.
No.
really bad
Yeah, man,
backdoor flush draw.
I know.
Reminds me of that one hand where Bond flopped the straight. Remember with
Yeah.
6-5 and then
Yeah.
nobody had anything.
Yeah, and it was the worst turn.
Wait, he got action from Nick?
No way.
Nick actually gave
No
him
way.
action.
Oh, I thought it was over. Well, we got distracted because it just.
He bets 85.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's giving a little bit of a gift. David's not folding anything.
I think Nick has been pretty card dead here
Now he's
since
making
we
a
started the
move.
stream.
Now he's making a move at the wrong time. David would get sticky even with lesser hands here.
You got it? No, I'm good.
He should figure this out. Yep. Good fold from Nick after trying to
That's so unfair.
pop it.
Yeah.
How's your odds life so easy?
We have the first complaint from the German.
So they're 20 each, right?
20 each.
Oh, $20 each button.
There you go. You were close. That was close enough.
Yeah.
A little friendlier.
That's a pretty small, friendly nip game, considering they're all the average stack is like $2,000. So I think if you do like either, somewhere between $50 to $100 per button, that's going to induce more action.
Yep.
$20 is just like a little bit friendly bonus on top.
Yeah, at these stakes, that seems really, really friendly
We're
and
doing pretty good.
20 or 25?
manageable.
Yeah, I think so. Right back on, guys.
I mean,
We got a double straddle from David Alexander to $25.
Right.
Looks like it. Let's see if we're gonna hit that $5,800 pot
Yeah.
this hand.
We have some time.
Oh, looking pretty good for you. Ace Jack suited. $75.
Benji might call this
Only one person
the suited one gapper. There's a lot of potential for that as well.
spent a shit ton of money trying to win all that and only get $20.
That's what I'm saying. We should bump it up to 25.
Yeah, then get $25. Sure.
There you go.
Benji with
Now you were actually
open-ended.
I respect
Hit it on the turn immediately.
Totally
No
hits it.
waiting.
That's what we were talking about earlier. That 9-7 has a lot of potential.
Yeah, and so you can value that exchange.
Decides to check.
Imagine you ever bluff.
In the end, gonna take the bait and bets out $150.
Wow.
Bad board for Ace Jack. Bond's gonna let it go.
Benji's now gonna think.
Action is on Jim. Jim doesn't really have
Oh,
too much. Just a pair of 10.
Benji's
With a
trying to
queen.
think.
Boom.
Is that $800?
I just want to see the $600 fucking dollar hand.
Looks like 7. I don't know.
Jim, I think, is being desperate. Thinks his 10 with an okay kicker.
$600.
Not familiar with Jim playing with Benji in any stream.
These are the reasons why I don't play very, very deep stack poker, because your fundamentals have to be really solid when you're playing indefinitely, like really deep, like these guys, 400 or 500 big blind deep. You're gonna be put in tough spots because
to navigate these large stakes when I play. So
Yeah. So let's imagine you and me are in this hand, right? And we're sitting with $5,000 each, and the pot is like $1,000, and you have aces on this board, and I'm just betting into you like crazy. You wouldn't be
wouldn't know
very,
what to do.
yeah.
And then it's such a connected board that just everything gets there too at the end.
Especially, let's say if I'm on the button and then I raise, so you know that my range is pretty wide. And then let's say you wake up with aces in the big blind, and then you 3-bet me and I just call, and then it runs out like this.
Yeah.
You're sitting with aces, $5,000 behind, and people keep betting into you on this board. You don't really know what to do.
Yeah, that would put me in a tough spot. It's interesting. Jim's also thinking here, and he's in a tough spot of, is this a bluff? Is this desperation again from the smallest stack? Or what was the smallest stack earlier? Is my 10 good? And this is the spots again, Mikey, where they're multi-$1,000 pots. You don't know what to do with top pair.
Yeah, of course. All right, you guys get as much as you want. You might get it.
You just gotta let it go. You don't have any clubs. What could he be raising on the turn here? If you were Jim, what would you think? So you don't know Benji's hand. So Benji, on the flop, Benji check, right? And then on the turn, he check raise from $150 to $600. You gotta put him on some sort of either, so he was polarizing that raise. He's taking a pretty polarized line with this hand, so you gotta see, so he's polarized, he's either bluff or nuts.
Yep.
And they both get there on this board. So
This could have been the nut flush draw on the, with the 10. Jim is really, wow.
and he made the call. Show him the bad news.
He did not believe it.
I thought that the clubs on the river would save Jim some money. Apparently not.
Oh, that's interesting. That's
Maybe they have history between the two of them. You know, like
yeah.
Benji is not. He has moves.
Yep, and that's what I was asking earlier because I've never seen them in live streams. I don't know much about Big Jim, but I've seen Benji on some big live streams, and I don't know if they played together.
I still have a decent sized hole to get out of, but yeah, it's a good start.
Doesn't sound like very good song.
Old ace.
In the next round of action, Jim with 6-3 hearts, lots of hearts on the board, people folding. Called Williams $35 pre-flop bet. Jim gets the best of this. We don't know what Spooky has. Leader's not showing it. Worm representing the ace here with a $75 bet, or the flush draw to these guys. And the worst hand wins. Such is poker. The worst of the three hands can eventually win with how it's played.
Yeah. Poker is such an easy game to get into, but it's such a hard game to get good at because of the way poker works. And people are usually result oriented.
How about this?
Forgot
I'll trade
that
you this for all
even
of that.
though sometimes if you made every decision right on every street, you can still end up losing thousands of dollars, you know?
And that's very mentally stressful. It can be exhausting as you're spending hours on there and being patient, and your best hand still loses. Just like this next hand. Spooky with the best of it with pocket tens. Very vulnerable to any jack or king queen hand is shown.
Good flop for Spooky.
Still an overpair on the board. There's the pizza, Mikey.
Wow, we got, is that 2 slices or
That's
3
2,
slices?
But they're big. Even the one, I mean, look at that. One covers the whole plate pretty much.
Yeah.
It was good. Shout out to Zala. Very good pizza. These guys are getting free endorsements.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. JSCO says they've played at Hustler Casino live together. A much bigger game. Got it.
Queen 8 or something.
We go on the next hand. Appreciate you guys sticking with us. We probably got another 2.5 hours on the stream. David's 5-5 No Cap Monday PH Social live stream every Monday night here with the usual characters that you see and some new ones. You see all over the Metroplex. You'll see them here as well. Playing our big 5-5 game. David's No Cap. We have Mikey in the house here with Baylor Dave for the duration. Thank you guys for tuning in and joining us tonight.
Do y'all play tournaments for fun? Fuck around at all? No?
We like making
On Thursday, there's a knockout tournament. Knock me
at a
out.
somewhat frequent
Oh, okay.
basis.
Up here?
Up here, yeah.
That's
So,
right.
you buy $25.
I like fun tournaments.
David
Yeah,
talking
you buy-
about
you
the
buy
tournament
$25
where there's a bounty on David's head
I think
in our
there's a
tournament
couple
here.
$100 in it, but by the time people buy
What
probably
day is
about
that again,
$500,
Mikey?
knock me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, knock me out the first time.
Thursdays, 7 p.m.
Thursdays at 7 p.m.
$500 bounty on me.
There's a bounty
I
on
think
the
it'll probably go to
Indian,
2,000 or 3,000 if I can roll that.
aka David's head.
Doubles
On
out.
Progressive.
there.
Progressive. My goal is to get to a couple grand, so that way all my friends are coming to knock my fucking ass.
There you go. That was a very colorful way of describing that. It's going to be a progressive bounty.
But the way Heather's dealing right now, y'all won't be able to knock me out. So I just fucking can't play.
You're just blind out.
Yeah.
Three raises for Benji. One full, five full. Seven raises, so 175.
Got the Indian now. Speaking of the devil, he's got pocket chickadees.
Spooky can have a discount. It's okay.
Spooky calls it out. David C bets $215. Spooky with 2 overcards to the board and hits top. Bad card for Spooky here. This could be a big pot. Indian with an overpair. That's $505. Spooky's going to probably jam this with top pair, top kicker. There you go. We got it all in.
There you go.
Our biggest pot of the night. 4.5K. And they hold. That was a bad turn card for Spooky. Hard to get away from that in this game and knowing who you're playing against. The Indian with the highest VPIP on this board, hard to believe he'd have you beat right now, but it's one of those cooler type hands.
I think David bought him for $1,000, and now he's up.
It's amazing.
Almost 8,000.
Is that right? Is that graphic right? There's no way he's got 8,000. When did he win a huge pot?
So you remember he bought him for 1,000, and then when I came back, I asked you, did he win any pot? And he said, yeah, he did, and he was sitting at like 2,500.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was that big a pot. I thought there were smaller hands.
That's normally what happened, you know?
What about 10?
Maybe I wasn't paying attention that well.
I had one time I ran it twice. The guy flopped top set of tens. We ran it twice. He had queens, queen. It's like, what the fuck? How is this possible?
The sickest thing I've ever done was like I had ace queen, and the other guy had queens, and I think did ace. Both rivers. That's like the most.
These go together.
2 outer, 1 outer. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same hand here. Queen 10 unsuited.
You ever come across that guy anymore? That guy Khan? But I haven't come across him again. Khan?
75.
Who are you talking
The guy that fucked us out of money.
Oh, you're talking about Kai.
Kai. That's
Oh,
it.
you were like saying Khan. I was like, who's
I
that?
think his last name is Khan.
Ann.
Oh, it's Ann? Okay, that's it, yeah.
No, I just heard one day that he was like, or I heard that he was like going to somewhere new where basically again no one would know who he is. That's probably
Just trying to listen in on that conversation.
But remember, I did get super lucky though because I got part of my money back.
Oh, did you really? Okay.
Remember, because I sent it to his dad on PayPal.
Okay.
And I messaged the dad, and the dad actually refunded it.
Oh, wow.
That was like, you know, some insane run good.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Conversation
you know,
between the guys.
It's
Just
only
wanted to
like
hear it
a
a little
fraction
bit.
of what I lost.
We got some interesting characters in the room. Sometimes you run across interesting characters as they were talking about. Indian outflops Jim here. Second pair. Big Jim still has a potential draw. 39%. Draw to the nuts. Or beat a pair of jacks here. Now it makes it more interesting. Jim's got an open-ended straight draw as well. Limbrays, thanks for joining us. With the beady eyes there. Not sure where they're directed to.
Keep letting them get the switch on.
Not 10.
Wait, no, this is so close to me. I think it's Mikey Mouse.
Thought I was 10. Thought I was 10. Sorry. But now
I thought about re-raise. I thought about shoving on one turn, but I mean, or on the flop. Like it's a re-raise.
I probably would have called that.
You have an ace?
No, I mean, I thought it was
The
wrong.
Indian,
I thought I was right.
8.5K.
Then I think
On what?
actually, I thought that.
Looks more like 6 to me. I don't know. Or does he have any like
Yeah, I was
purples
wondering.
in there?
I was wondering if the graphics were right earlier as well. That's what it said earlier.
Does he have purple chips in there that we don't see?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Spooky 3-bets his pocket jiggities this time.
That's slow call.
250.
Screen call.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Spooky's not gonna put him on this.
6-7.
6-7. Binks it. No sweat at all.
See if we can avoid that tonight. We need to win tonight.
The absolute nuts. That's 250. He's got a bigger overpair. Goes all in. Snap call. As would probably happen with a lot of battles with these two cards, with any of these two guys. I think that's going to happen on the flop like this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Oh.
And it increases his wealth.
David is back.
Through Spooky, too.
Yeah.
Undefeated with chips tonight.
Spooky was the one that lost
The man is back.
with ace-10 to David.
Wow. David's increasing his land.
Running hard.
So bad now, is she, huh?
All I have to do is
He's like, all right, I'll shut up.
What's that?
Set a bitch out little.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, god damn it, baby.
Now everybody's gonna bitch at you. Yeah.
I'm used to it.
We all do anyway.
Jim,
All
you're trying.
right, we gotta make sure no one else moves it.
Nunya saying David doesn't have close to 8.5. Yeah, we gotta see if he's got some purple chips in there.
I didn't want it. I could feel it. It wasn't very, it was cold. Kind of cold.
Are those any purple?
5 calls. 6 calls. 7 calls. 8 calls.
Yeah, actually, I agree. I don't see any purple chips in there.
9 calls. 2 calls. 3 calls. 4 calls.
Make sure those graphics are right, folks, for you.
Rob.
It does, as we're continuingly looking at these stacks here. David's stack does not look anywhere near that. All right, we've got Ramsey with an open-ended. Oh,
I don't know what it's normally like.
this hand is over now, folks. Got the Indian putting chips on his rack. I'm not sure that top chip count is correct. We're going to have that verified for you folks. Thanks for keeping an eye. Sometimes we miss out on that, so your comments are important as well for us to review and check with our stat team. Takes a few people to run this. We appreciate you guys viewing in. P8 Social live stream Mondays 5-5 no cap. David's game, the Indian.
25 to go.
Got some people working behind the scenes with the stats. We've got our veteran dealers
9 calls.
with Heather in the box right now. People working on the video as well, and your commentators. So we appreciate any comments that you have, and when you let us know when things are good or bad, so we can make it better. So appreciate that. Limp Rays, or whoever said it. Nunya
7 calls.
is giving us kind of a heads up. We appreciate you guys for that. Baylor Dave again in the house here with Mikey. Here at Regal Row in 35, P8 Social, come join us. We've got stakes of all sorts for you guys to play in. Good live poker, good feel here. $500 pot here with ace high being the best right now. makes sense weakness and makes
all I
a
have to fight for.
smallish bet, or actually,
Nothing else I can do.
I guess relative to the stacks, but
Only one person that didn't have it?
that was about a 60%
And the last
pot
one?
Yep.
You are the last one.
Alright, I'll put
bet
it
and
in
takes
there.
it down with 6-7.
So you guys, you get 25. Go with 20.
20.
Oh, are we doing 20? I thought
It was 20 that one.
So
We
it
could
was
raise it
180.
if you want.
So
We could raise it if
it
you
would be 180 because it's
9, yeah.
This is how much?
no, it's just
Yeah.
25.
it was only 9 for now.
It doesn't matter.
Let's say we're wasting time right now to make change.
Right, they're settling up.
It's a nickel on the outside.
Different kind of net game button
No, I know. I'm just
game.
I already broke them up, sorry. 40. 20.
Settling this up as quickly as possible. We should have this more often when they're doing that. That way it seems exciting during these down times.
Oh yeah. Are we doing 10? We
Yeah.
do
We've been doing 10. You want more?
20, yeah.
I'm not anymore.
All right,
Compared
About
to
to do
all
another
the other
bomb
games
pod
we've
here.
done, 10's pretty small.
graphics are
Up to
just
you guys.
20.
catching up.
Yeah, sure.
20 all about?
Still want to verify that stack size from the Indian. Still a mystery for tonight, so we'll verify that for you. But in the meantime, we've got a few people close to 5K in their stacks.
That's fucking so
Still looking for that first
Because there's
10K
$900
pot.
in there. The moment somebody bets, your stack, it's everybody's all in.
Well, unless the game is really good. Then.
That's it's
We have
five.
a quick
Everybody has 5 or 15
$10
in their stack, so it's like
PLO 4-card
10 to
bomb pot.
15,000 swings every time you play a bomb pot. But it sucks. Because you can't fold.
2 board here.
You can't do anything.
Well, you can always fold.
No, you couldn't fold. That was just too much.
It was illegal.
It was illegal. It wasn't allowed.
Looking at this, we got some open-ended draws, ace highs.
That's illegal.
I think it's very
Illegal
legal.
called
Barely.
after a $160 bet from Nick, who has a set of 8s. And a straight draw as well for Nick. A call from Spooky.
Just say no.
Call from Benji, actually. It's not like that's Spooky that also called.
$100 bomb pot.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't like it when the bomb pot gets crazy.
Yeah,
No,
it gets
too crazy.
It's really ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, what a
hardly
save.
even playing poker that game.
Yep.
Right,
Nine
got
hundred, so look,
Ramsey with
900 and somebody does it 3
effective
times,
nuts on the top board.
3600 will take
Get
it.
in there.
I don't know if I saw that. If I
It gets around to
saw
you,
that right.
You look at it and you go, oh fuck, I got top 2 pair on one board. I got 5,000.
Ramsey
You're good.
already fold earlier? That seems weird. I thought he had top clubs on the top board. Oh well, that's why these are not so easy to talk about. So there's a bunch of cards, a bunch of numbers on the board. It's easier to talk about the plain 2-card variety so we can see them clearer.
What book was it?
My book I'm running, Don't Make a Secret.
Oh yeah.
I need to get your copy.
Dude, I'd love
We
to.
did it. Well, good.
It'll change your life.
All right, so showing the Indian as the
It's a lot
top
of-
winner.
Yeah.
I don't think he was in for 5 or 6K though. Again, that's interesting. That'll be the question of the night.
Make I want to make $1 million a year.
Yes, Karen, I saw that as well. So weird. Maybe it wasn't. The card readers
I
are
don't believe I'll check it.
a little bit off.
Yeah.
It's either our eyes or the card readers that are off. All right, Worm with my favorite hand of all time, suited Jack 10 of the heart variety specifically. Raises to 50, my favorite hand. He raises, gets 3-bet by the parking lot hand. From Bond, and Benji wakes up with a monster. Let's see how much he decides to make this.
475.
Looks like a 3-bet. 4 bets. $475. Bond is probably going to just call this. I don't see him laying this down.
Oh. Spend good money on that too. It's like, out. The swings are so passing.
What does Bond do here, folks? I say it's a 90% call from him, but what do I know?
Oh yeah, you can watch him right now. That's a hack.
Wow, is he thinking of going all in?
So when I was a kid, I used to play. You had the old TV.
He does
set
go
there,
all in. Wow, you can
And,
sense that.
I played.
And
I
a
was
snap
probably
call.
11, 12 years old, and I'm playing.
And we have
spades
almost
with
a
a buddy of
5K
mine.
pot here.
And he always set me in
4.5K
front of
pot.
the TV.
This is the
And I didn't
largest
know
pot
why.
of the evening.
See all my
First
cards.
board goes to Benji.
I had Jack kind of hard. Oh.
Let's see, second board goes to Benji.
Jack kind of hard.
And we have our 4.5K
No, I don't
pot here.
hate
Huge
people.
pot,
I love
huge
God's
pot.
sake, love everybody, right? I just love them, but I love them in the way.
Largest one of the evening.
That makes sense to me, actually.
Yeah.
In a strange worm-like logic, that makes
Yeah. It's the Book of Worm, man. You know the Book of Job. Ramsey, I'm writing the Book of Worm. Because you know the Book of Job? Of course. Like, you know that guy goes through a whole lot of shit?
Yeah,
That
he
guy
lost
never,
a lot of all in, bro.
That guy never really went through that much, man. That guy never went on a $30,000 bounce.
Oh, never.
Job never had a gambling problem.
That's what I really
Like,
like about it.
yeah, so I'm writing the Book of Worm to show them like what true stuff is.
All right, on to the next
Yeah,
hand.
what I've been through, yeah. Like, they've never sold their family dog for poker chips. Job never did that, you know? It's, Worm has done that, so I'm writing the Book of Worm.
I like it.
Oh, done.
Oh, we have Nick with
Nick's getting some hands here. Pocket
Snow.
eights. Bumped it up to $50.
Yeah, I'm gonna start my own church.
Four raise, 200.
You know those, that episode of Rick and Morty where they're all wearing worm suits?
Jim's 3-betting.
with the 6,
$200.
Everybody in my
6,
church is
7.
gonna have to wear a
6,
worm
7.
Dude, and you get a tax advantage for that. That's the best
That's a
part
pretty
about
6,
it.
7. It's suited like that.
So if you're gonna have a book of worm,
4380.
or to be the preacher in your church,
Bro. Oh yeah, I'm raking them.
Not a great
There we
flop.
go. We just got verification on Dave's sack, 4380.
There you go. Makes more sense.
Damn it.
but that was the second board, assuming you even ran it twice.
I only go once, man. I'm a savage.
Yeah, Max Payne.
Yeah, I'm a cold motherfucker.
There we have
I don't give a shit about
Benji with the
what
largest
your
stack right now at
I
6.5K.
want to ruin your day, you know?
And the Indian.
I'd say,
Split adjusted, stock adjusted
no, I'm kidding. I'm really a
4.1K
soft
valuation
but
now.
yeah, it also isn't that cool of a story, I guess, but no, it's a pretty cool story, right, Benji? The fact that I ejected in a hard sound.
I wasn't listening.
But it was a really cool story. You missed my cool story.
I'll go ahead and agree. It must have been a
Dude,
cool
what the
story.
fuck? It's like the greatest story ever told, aside from the Book of Worm.
I believe I missed that.
Right, some more insignificant hands here, folks.
775.
gets
7-bet, 105.
second pair on the board with his queen 8. Now he has the nut flush draw with his queen. Check, check, or
8-bet, 150, 7 call.
we just see there he did hit the backdoor nut flush.
Your real hand. Wait,
Did he
yeah,
get
I didn't
spanked?
even think, yeah. Damn, you trying to give away all my money? Fuck!
First, it was Baylor. Now it's Robbie.
Trying to get a fucking plaque. This is my plaque, motherfucker. Now
This is still
you know
your
what?
stack.
You know
I'm
what?
just holding it for you.
You know what? Yeah, 'cause now it's gonna cost you shit.
Imagine me, think of me like a bank, all right? I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna collect interest for a few years,
Thank
and
you.
then one day you'll get it all back.
Here we go.
10, 25.
That's honestly how I think about gambling. That's gambling is like a bank. It really is.
It's because he counted my chips. It fucked it all up.
Let's hope they get those bank chips out in the front of them.
You know, people just put money into a slot.
See that
Spooky's just calling with king, queen suited.
If they live long enough, then
This
they
is
get
going to be
all
like a
that.
limp 3-bet.
That sounded like a party foul.
That's a
Jim
good
with
call.
bucket nines.
125, 5 fold. 6 fold, 7 fold, 8 fold.
You leaving? Okay.
Bond with a hand as well.
Seat open, sir. Huh?
They should make an announcement that there's a seat open.
I don't think you leave.
Little 1-1 game.
9
Oh, the next game is like 1-1.
I mean, sometimes, yeah, but sometimes there's
Bond
only one
folds.
player that'll buy
Yeah,
into
you
it,
never know.
right?
You never know. I need 25.
Seat open!
We get to ruin your week.
Yes, we know, David.
I want to
3,
know that the
4,
money I
5.
take from somebody is actually like
Water
that's
flop.
That's gonna
Good
hurt them.
flop for Jim.
You don't want to take him something that doesn't matter.
No, I don't want to take money from someone that doesn't matter to. I want like their kids not to eat.
Okay, well then you really don't want to stack me then. You don't want to win it.
Yeah, I have a daughter runner, and please don't stack me, bro.
No, he wants to stack you. He doesn't want to stack me. I don't have a daughter.
Dude, but I mean, do you have a pet?
No.
Jim takes
Do
it
you
down.
have a like a
Wins
family that
almost
loves you?
$200 off that pot.
Okay.
He's
You're
over
not-
there.
Oh, what a
But-
save!
But if
Oh
you
my
stack me, it
God.
doesn't affect them, you know?
Well, I mean, not until you need to ask them for money,
Benji at
and
one
then they're
point in
watching
the
live
evening
stream
had
of Benji
$600 in
being
his
destroyed by
stack.
some-
Now he's
by
got
the
10
best
10x
poker
that.
player in
So,
Dallas.
Benji, if you weren't playing,
You'd have to stack me a lot of times.
Nick, the
If you-
best
if you're
poker
playing,
player
Then
in
your
Dallas.
family, then your family
Yeah, I agree.
disowns you. Then your family disowns you. Okay, then they're ashamed of you.
yeah, well,
Because you're Benji, the guy that got stacked by this kid, this
Like a million times.
like a million times. Yeah, and then you go viral for being, you know.
Lose save,
Twenty
right?
five?
Lose
I would
save.
go viral for getting stacked more times than anyone in history.
Seven call.
That's
Sick.
I would go viral for being
raise,
stacked.
150.
I was gonna say.
Right, with king 10.
Honestly, I actually never wanted to.
Worm
have a
raises
job.
this
Like I was going to school
Pre-flop
for computer
to
science, but I didn't really like
150.
it towards the end. And I was
Three
like,
call.
you know.
Speedy calls with ace jack.
Well, no one wants to have a job.
I mean, sort of, but
And spikes an
I
ace.
just want to coast off my mom's BBL money. I
You
like
said,
it.
well, double BBL, not just BBL.
No, BR
Nick.
BBL, backroom BBL.
Oh, hit that. Hit that.
8-bet, 100.
No one's got
Said
spades.
BBL, I'm saying hit that one.
Call.
yeah, you know, I actually even when I was like 13, I already knew I didn't. Well, I not necessarily any job, but I was
Spooky.
like,
I remember in fifth grade, I wanted to be financially independent, and then I thought that
The
was
best of it, but Worm gonna try to buy this pot.
what was the second one?
Martial artist. 1,000.
Martial artist.
$1,000 bluff
I can do arson or not.
into a $1,000
Well, I
pot.
remember, I think one time you described it as like you've done almost everything at some point.
Spooky calls it.
Still about to launch a major big picture.
Getting some big pots, folks.
My mom owns the domain, so I'm trying to get my daughter started through this cake meat business. Generating these people want to work at home moms want birthday cake.
Benji continues with the largest stack of the night. 6.5K right now.
Sometimes you can disrupt a market, you can make a lot of money.
Yeah, like logically.
Jim folds ace 4. No play from Ramsey. Benji with a suited straight flush royal draw.
8 raise 150, 9 fold.
Worm playing king 3 suited very aggressively. Hopefully trying to just take down the pot, I'm sure. With a 3-bet to $150.
6 call.
Benji with chips to spare calls it.
When Benji gets your money this time, just know that I'm going to get it back from him.
6 check.
King high is still good.
8 bet 1.
Yeah.
Worm puts out 100, bluffing with the best hand.
6 raise 325.
And we have a raise. Complete unbeliever. Alright, we've got next level play here. We have a raise with nothing. This is almost like movie script. We have a raise with someone with nothing, and then a call, and then a raise, or that was crazy. Still nothing for king and queen high, respectively. We're trying to bet each other, outplay each other out of this pot. Or if Benji waved the white flag right now.
8 bet 500.
It's a good thing I didn't do that.
Yeah.
There we go.
I was about to make it 5 or 600, but
Worm bluffs and takes it down with the best hand the whole way.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
I don't know.
He thought he was bluffing.
No one
Yep.
really knows. It's okay. It's okay not to know.
Those were
Except for me,
value
I'm
bets.
In Dallas.
That's okay. Let's do the question, I guess.
Right now, Benji here in the near future gets pocket 7s. As the graphics have
I'm sorry about that.
You don't want that.
more than caught up with the, or the stats more than caught up with the graphics.
5 raise 30. That is. 6 raise 100, 7 fold.
Benji raises his pocket 7s to 100. Plus 2.
I don't know how to answer this.
Worm wakes up with pocket jacks. 4 bets to 325.
5 fold.
Benji with the biggest stack. I'm wondering if he's gonna sniff out a larger pair or a big ace. He calls. Big pot brewing. Saw 10, 3, 5 is what I think we saw. Worm bets is a overpair. I think I saw a 10 on there on the flop. It wasn't, yeah. It's now that ace. Yep, gave Worm some worries. board's even more connected.
And I was gonna save Benji some money. Hopefully. What will you do?
Very connected board. Or a connected board, as he could. Wow. Here's the bluff.
Wow.
Worm was hesitant with that ace. When the ace turned, and again, that's 3, 5, 10, 4. Is that what it was, or 2?
3,
Ace?
5, 10, ace, deuce.
Yes, yes. Wow, worm in the blender here.
Yeah, I can't call.
Wow, good play from
That
Benji.
was a crazy play. That's the play of the night right there.
Now I understand
Wow.
why Big Jim
Oh yeah.
Yep.
did what he did earlier.
That's right. That's right. As you said, they played together, and our live stream chat said they play together. Hustler Casino Live. Big games. Wow.
That is crazy.
What a play. Next level stuff from Benji. Let's give it up for him.
That's your whole range.
Pretty low. Just stay busy. You think I'm only Jim?
Shut up.
What did you tell me the other day?
How many boards? I have 5, 4.
You're unblocking
Dude,
boards.
I know everything about poker. Shut up. 7 folds.
You're the best player in Dallas.
I think the best player in Dallas would have found the call.
Oh, Nick.
I agree.
Nick, would you?
If he dies, he dies.
Right. Worm with a connected queen jack.
I mean, I can beat like 300.
Yeah, like Jack.
Yeah, exactly. Good ranging. Very good ranging. I'm gonna make him fold jacks through kings here.
Oh my God, this guy's
Super
good.
pro. Super pro. I'm
That's
gonna
right,
make him
ace
fold
10.
jacks through
This guy's too good.
kings on an
Can
inside.
Worm get another drink?
Yeah, I'm another drink.
Yay, Benji.
The family is so proud of you.
Oh, they're watching.
Top pair. Not top pair, sorry, top card for Jim.
Great.
Just
Now
with
we
an
got 30
ace.
minutes of this.
Ace
until we
high
get to We're back to
is
the
the
best
winner
poker
so
player in
far.
there.
I think you've got him pegged, dude.
Jim.
Family hated him until he's the greatest. Make sure you put that in your book, Warren.
Anyone yet? Ace high is good. Ace high stays good.
Anybody want to do a Harry Allen countdown?
Oh, we haven't heard that in a while. This is pre-Benji days.
Check. Picture. Queen eye.
Ace high takes it down.
Hungarian arm combo.
It's a battle of nothings.
Yeah. What do you tell
We were trying to guess Nicholas's heritage previously. And we put
Oh, it's
Hungarian because of
Somebody's phone.
someone's
Not us.
phone playing music in the background that was hitting the mic, so I was looking at Mikey. Saying, what the heck, is my phone playing that?
That's what you guys are paying me for,
Just
right?
moved it away.
75.
That's gotta be the Indian's phone playing music.
Hope it's not something copyright.
There we are.
Some money. There you go.
All right, maybe we need to talk over that. There you go.
What's wrong with that?
Pet Shop Boys, couple opportunities or something like that?
Yeah, you can't have that on
6 call.
right there, right.
7 call.
They will ban it.
6 call. 7.
All right, back in action. check in with the backdoor Broadway draw. Or with the best of it. That's 100. Takes it down. Indian with the biggest profit margin right now.
I mean, I would
Plus
say
3K. Benji closing in with a 6.5K stack.
So easy for you.
One left and
I was surprised I played higher. Like, three of us don't have one.
Four that don't have
Andy, I don't know, maybe.
Oh wow! You gotta keep it this way. We want all four of them.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Yeah, here like the easy stuff. It's gonna help you loosen up a little bit, you know.
How many of these do we have left? Can you like?
Me too, actually.
Oh, okay.
I want to know if Benji is single. I'll go find out right now. Give me 1 sec.
Oh, wow. There you go. Mikey checking it out for you. That's hilarious.
Do I got a bitch at Robbie too? Heather? Do I got a bitch at Robbie too? Okay.
Okay, Benji is not single, chat. He is not single.
Alright, so yeah, I'm counting on you.
Oh, yeah. I think we can all look here. Oh, okay, well, that's better.
Alright, got a
So there's 4 people that don't have it.
Swiss already passed here.
Beat the Harry
Suited.
Hungarian.
Ace, queen. Ooh, this could get spicy. The spade comes. Make
What do you
checks
think
is
of the Euros?
nut flush draw. Spooky with
Like
a
as a race of people.
really bad draw.
Not really any different than any other people.
No, I mean, but like specifically.
Anything
like,
he hits will
poker
just be
playing ones that
confusing.
Are
Oh.
tourists in America. All
Well,
the
that's
time.
different. You got about the whole like group is like.
That's 200 in this pot.
Well, yeah, I know, but they are a race. It's like,
Yeah, I know, but that's like a very different question.
And it raises to $900. Big raise.
no, I'm
Spooky might
talking
think he's
about,
got a
like,
big
well,
king
that is
or
a
two
race.
pair.
Yeah, but you didn't
Thinking
mention
his
that
flush
detail.
will destroy him
Okay,
if he
but
calls.
like, what do you think about that?
Not knowing.
Do Euro races?
It's the nut flush he's drawing for versus
I know.
Spooky's very low flush draw.
He doesn't know.
Would you rather have them playing at a game or not playing it?
Yeah.
Prefer not.
Really?
Well, except for there's maybe been one or two.
I think it has to happen.
Yeah, there are one or two.
There was one that was like
It has been.
that was very unusual. It was not like most. He was like, you know, he like seemed like he was like pretty solid, but he was actually crazy.
And he was like a human.
Spooky's
being,
really thinking about this.
a robot.
It's 4 high
Yeah, well,
spade
that's weird. 'Cause He
draw.
didn't speak much English. He actually spoke the least English of most viewers I've ever seen.
He wants to
But he
make
was
a
really
move.
funny to have it.
That's why I was telling him, man, like, it's okay to be a pro, just, you know, talk some shit.
Oh, you
have
said it's a
fun.
good bet. I thought you said I have a very good hand.
No, I think it's a very good bet.
Spooky really thinking this.
Yeah,
Thinking this would be a profitable call if he potentially made it to try to hit his flush.
They've all been very mean to me. They've called me names.
Like what? Like not the best player.
Yeah. One of them
Thinking
said
now
that
he's
my
probably
arms
going to
didn't have very
fold
much
this.
hair on them. They looked like a woman.
Think long, think
Well,
wrong.
I know that's what I said, but they wouldn't listen to me, and I just started crying.
Is that a poker principle as well,
No,
Mikey?
maybe I'm German.
Think long, think wrong.
You're not German.
I don't know. Is that a?
You're
I
white.
don't know what saying
No, I know,
that's
but I'm just saying if
related to.
deciding factor,
I've only heard it within
In North America.
the poker context.
Okay,
No, Spooky.
and there he goes. A disciplined fold from Spooky.
That's all the buttons.
That's not even fair.
I did 3.
That's all the buttons?
I only lost $1,500.
I thought there was one more. There's not one more?
No.
Fuck!
Alright, David. You're losing
That
money
one
on
is
this
your
game.
first time losing the
Shit.
Who's got first time losing red again?
It's probably David's
One's
first
gonna get
time
red.
too.
Yeah.
You want red? Here.
I don't know.
You want 100 red?
I'm gonna get 30. Thank you.
Yeah,
Comes
just
next
almost
hand.
quadruple.
Okay. Robbie's fired.
Pawn
Another
is
dealer.
cards.
I lost my fucking
Call the $10.
fucking pocket jacks
straddle.
against this
You
guy.
need 20 back.
And then you get to look cool on the internet. Hey mom, you can bluff this guy off of jacks on an ace-high board and then the flush came in. Like, well, look at how good at poker I am, guys. Hey, my whole family. I'm so smart.
Don't worry, they don't think I'm good because of that hand.
What is little bro talking about?
So I lost $700 since you asked me how many chips I have. Don't ask me how many chips I have anymore. $800 actually.
I really know
David,
how to hold the drive.
whenever somebody asks him how many chips he have, he just loses. It's like, don't ask me how many chips I have anymore. I have 800.
That's what gets me up in the morning. I'm like, I need to get my money back.
Character, fun to play with at the
And you
club
guys,
as
you
well.
gotta keep track of like, okay,
Play
this
the
guy
smaller
was like,
stakes sometimes sit next to you. And,
Just bully you.
yep,
I had,
but always fun to play against.
Okay.
Everybody paid 200.
So what did I give you?
yeah, give me 150.
Settling up
180.
these particular buttons again, so button up, settle up.
180 left there.
So there's
I
120.
don't know. I'm not doing the math in my head. I'm doing the money that.
Did you collect all the money in right?
Yeah, I thought I had. Did you get? I had 600 and then I gave 20 back to all three. How much you get per table? Is that what the problem is? Did you give me those 20 back?
You put in 200 already.
I owe 60 then. I only put in 140. For 140?
Oh, you motherfucker.
Because I thought it was 17 for 20.
Yeah. No, it's 10 buttons.
200.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Okay.
It's still not enough.
But yeah, how much did you put in?
I love the way
Put in 180.
No, it's 200.
Just settling up here, folks.
I put 200 but keep
So
coming
our
back.
next hand, thanks for joining us
There's
again.
no 20 back.
David's 5-5, no cap, the social live stream every Monday night,
I get all your money.
Yeah, you said you wanted to
7:30 p.m.
I'm trying to get
I
you.
know, I know,
So
Thanks
it's
for
hard.
joining
He
us
gets 20 back and
all
they
day
both
here
have.
in Mikey in the booth for you guys.
You get 20 more.
back.
Oh yeah, you're
Hopefully
gonna get
keeping you
either
guys
roasted
company and
or
informed on what's going on at the
No,
table.
He owes 20 more. He's
Appreciate you
paying
guys
180.
joining
Y'all
us.
pay
Thanks for your
180.
comments and your likes.
Oh, no, 180. Yeah, this should be in.
Come join us live as well, 35 in Regal Row, 24/7, Gate Social.
I'm telling you guys, let's make it 25.
Napalm in the house. What's up, Napalm? Think on the 2 seat and the 8 seat, my friend.
Yep. As you can see right now, that's blue tape right there is the position of the mic. So it's in the 2 seat and it's in the 8 seat.
That's why you hear the interesting comments from Worm as well. His philosophies on life.
Wait, the VPIP isn't affected by
Yeah, that's what.
Well, no, we flipped.
Spooky with a semi-premium. Ace Jack unsuited. Raises 75.
5 black. Now I remember. 6 fold.
Indian with
Playing the beat.
pocket jacks.
3, 15. 8 fold, 9 fold.
Raises it up.
I think that's kind of stupid because like
3 bets to 315.
for $10 you make your beat.
Spooky's gonna call this.
Like they should really do it by full operation.
This is in his range. Snap call. MZ lets it go. And no ace spiked here.
Can we try suspending it above the table? That's funny, that is, because that's what we're doing before we have them in the table like right now.
Makes for some interesting eavesdropping on the conversations. Makes sense on the less chips thing, Napalm. Indian here still with the best hand, with an overpair on a slightly wet board with the way the pre-flop action worked. Shouldn't be too scary for the Indian having jacks on this board against Spooky.
He actually might find a hero call here sometimes when he is high on this board.
Certainly thinking about it.
Yep.
He's really considering this. And no more value from his overpair. Spooky doesn't want a hero call with ace high.
Undefeated with Jack.
Or again,
Spooky and David have been going
be
at
honest,
it
I
with
was-
jacks, man.
Yeah, I know. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, those are some scared jacks, you know.
There's the question. There's the question that caught up from Mikey's.
What's your boyfriend's name?
That's
yeah, I
funny.
thought we were together.
Yeah, we are, but I didn't know what color now.
We should have taken an over-under on that one, Mikey.
Oh yeah,
Well, actually, no.
that would have contributed to a good side bet, wouldn't it?
You do have a high voice.
Oh, I get one.
You have a very high voice.
Eight raise, call.
I guess it's different like globally versus United States. I'm going to say it's under 10%. It's definitely under 10%.
What is the gayest country? It's probably a Euro country.
No, it's definitely American.
No, it's probably like the Netherlands or Hungary or something like that.
Sounds like a good question for the chat.
That's I remember when I played on Hubble, there was like so many comments, but not a single one asking about single or not. That one did not happen.
Wait, did they say Benji or Ram?
Interesting hand here. Jim with an ace. That's 200. Spooky
He
flops
does
a
have
flush
a very nice receding hairline.
and raises it
Yeah.
to 550.
You gotta try to find.
I wish.
I'm kidding.
It has to be because you won the biggest pots. Like, it has to be
Oh,
some
yeah.
bull digger.
Yeah, because it's... Oh, wait.
No, they saw the bluff. They saw the pocket seven.
Yeah, they saw the bluff and
Oh, yeah, you
hair,
gotta
hair
have
started
big balls.
falling out. Hair started falling. Yeah, that's a real man. Who else here would Worm would never overbet bluff on the first hand of the
Jim
fucking
thinking
stranger.
again. Long
That
tank.
would never have happened. Totally.
Spooky making
I
a move.
understand it. Like, he bet a lot of big blinds.
It
There was
was.
a lot of big blinds.
It was. I was trying to convert it to euros, but I just kept seeing his receding.
You call here, Mikey?
Nope.
Doesn't make any sense. Euros are not used to that amount of money. It's too much.
600
Yeah.
big blinds on the river.
Like no one
No,
on
it's like
Poker
2K
Stars.
river.
No one on Poker Stars.
Gotta do it in big
I
blinds.
know,
And then
200 big
like
blinds.
refer to 1 cent, 2 cent stakes.
Yeah,
Unless,
you know, when you bluff for 200 big blinds, like that's very attractive, you know.
Wow, he's tanking for a long
I'm
time.
gonna add that on my Tinder.
This
I have
pair
a
of
video
aces
of me bluffing
really does
for,
not
like,
believe Spooky, but eventually
What's
does believe him.
3,500 divided by 350 big blinds? What? I have a
Really was
video
an
online
unbeliever, but
bluffing for like 3,500 big blinds. I think
chose
I might
the
put
better
that
route.
on 35. No, I didn't know. Oh wait, I'm sorry, 350. It was a 5-10 game. I might put that on my Tinder profile. All the Euro winners.
Oh, 350, that's like, that's gonna be everyone. That's not just any particular country. That's like,
Yeah.
All right, next hand up.
Dude, they're gonna.
The suited connector, 5-4 of hearts for Jim.
yeah, you're not gonna have any problems.
Ramsey looking down at insignificant 8-4 of clubs.
Yeah.
Calls $10. Benji wakes up with pocket tens
6 raise 75.
and bumps it up 75. And the Indian with a monster pre-flop as well, a suited ace queen, suited parking lot. Smooth calls to 75, and Nick with the same hand in the heart variety. Parking lot suited ace queen. Re-raises that. And 3 bets to 500. This could be a big pot.
Little over.
This could be it. We'll see if it's bigger than 5,800.
Yep, this could be the one.
Round 4.
Everyone's got their outs.
Yeah, like 4-2, 4-3.
Yeah, just sort of roughly.
$500.
No, exactly.
Big potential hand brewing, folks. You've got 2 very premium ace-queen suited hands of their specific hearts and specific spades variety against pocket 10s.
1175.
Fuck!
And we have the darn announced.
Fuck, 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 fuck. Deserve. God.
Puts 4 bet to 1.2K, puts the ace queen of spades in angst.
We're betting with 10s.
Wow, this would be a huge fold. That is a huge fold. That's, I would not have guessed he would have folded that.
Watch that on the stream.
There you go. He says he wants to watch it on the stream. Very disciplined fold, sir. Good job, David, for making that. Very disciplined fold.
And we got action chat.
Close my eyes.
Nick does not want to know that David folded ace queen.
Looks clean for Benji. 6-7, rainbow.
David
No
with
hearts.
with his eyes covered because he doesn't want to see his spades or an ace or a queen, which he might likely will not. That's 600, and Nick is thinking, if I bink an ace or a queen, I'm probably good. Is it worth making this call?
Wow.
It's not fair, Nick. I had it.
Lets it go.
Oh, good. Good, got it all in.
Benji increases his kingdom to 7.8K.
Got it all in. I'd have got my-
Biggest stack of the night.
Oh, well, don't tempt me with a good time. I said it's unfair.
Next hand coming up. The readers already saw.
I'm gonna say next to Benji.
I mean, you gotta win too, right?
It looks so pretty when I'm sitting to your left.
Yeah. Wait, you say you got what?
Ramsey has the snowman that he's about to look at. As the,
I remember you used to go all in with those things.
as you know, this is on a delay, so sometimes the graphics are ahead because of the knowledge of the delay earlier.
3-5 and push.
Not even that, but he's
No one really
folding
forgets
to
it. It barely ever happens.
7-fold, 8 raised to 100.
That's not the David I remember.
Bond with a semi-premium ace-jack suited.
You remember
Thinking
the
bad
PG?
intentions.
Yeah, those are great. Those are fucking great games.
They were really fun too.
Yeah.
9 raised 300.
There you go.
I've been like a good handful of people that have played it like randomly.
3 bet
at
to
times.
300 with his ace-jack of clubs.
You know, you're ever gonna see one of those again.
Yeah, get them back over here. We'll get this thing on. I hadn't seen whatchamacallit anymore at all.
Pocket deuces versus pocket eights versus ace-jack. An interesting race to see the flop.
Fuck. My brain's blank on his name.
The guy who owned Peaks?
No. Whatchamacallit that was organizing the game.
Ramsey 4-bets this.
After you quit doing it too. You did it for a while, then you quit.
Let's see if Bond calls with his ace-jack and just says, hey,
That was like.
Oh, Sean.
it's worth the gamble.
OC, yeah. Yeah, OC. Yeah, because he kept it going after you did. I think. Or before. Hell, I don't remember.
It was after, yeah. It was when it, like, the poker house people took over.
Yeah, yeah.
Bond had ill intentions earlier, and he might decide to just follow through with his ace-jack of clubs. That's the dilemma in his head right now. There you go. Calls the all in for a 3K pot, folks. You're just ripping it once. Pocket eights takes it
And
down.
came clean for Ramsey.
Yeah. Bond loses another big pot. He's running into it a little bit. Is he gonna rebuy?
Are you doing 25 or 20 for the bump up?
20.
20? 20.
We can make it 25.
It's easier, yeah. Yeah, 25.
25.
You want to make it 50? We can make it 50.
Alright, 200.
50. Why stop there?
Yeah. That's in the auction, right?
All right, here's our next bomb
You know
pot.
what we used to just throw 50 in and do a splash pot, and a 4-card splash pot, and it flip. And what about it? I saw it. You saw it? Oh, control the card.
The cards that we can read from the card readers. You can see the pre-flop in this bomb pot. Got Bond with pocket kings, with a
Anyway,
bunch of
but it would move the money around so
diamonds,
much that it made the
the
game
Indian with pocket
was better than the
tens.
bomb pot. Because the flip was gone and over quick.
Spooky with too many clubs. We've got 2 clubs on the first board.
Yep.
We have a 10.
Go ahead.
Indian has a set of 10s on the top board. And Bond, or on the bottom board, sorry. Or I guess it's the top board here. Bond spikes his pocket kings. Bond repotted it.
I'm not imagining.
It's pocket
Several times where I
kings.
was excited because I saw the first card and I see it stays there.
Gets Nick to fold. Spooky's got a set of 8s on the top.
Y'all aren't going to believe this. Ooh. I fold.
Wow, big fold from the Indian.
It's just me and him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, with this. Also had a straight draw on one of the boards.
How do I have... Wait.
Very,
5 cards?
I didn't even know I had 5
very
cards.
disciplined.
I didn't even know
Uh-oh.
that. Anyway, this is what you're not going to believe.
How do you have 2
I have no... Yeah, I know.
Here we go.
Didn't a 10 get
Yeah, you got the
Accidentally got
I don't
an
even know
extra
how
card.
Did I
That
have one of yours?
even the reader didn't get the extra card.
I have more. Yeah, that's... Yeah. I didn't know I had 5 cards until I turned both.
It's a weird hand. Lots of sets
we get our $25
on that board.
His hand is dead.
Yeah, but the flop was all off, everything was off.
Yeah, everything was off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
There
has
was
5
too much
cards.
action though, I guess.
I didn't know I had 5 cards. That's what's keep it secret.
All the action went through.
I wanted to do it.
David accidentally getting 5 cards on this particular draw.
Yeah, it's 200 this time.
It's like the four-leaf clover.
Well, it's considered as making it. You know, there's already certificate out.
This place is wide.
Huh?
It's the Wild West.
Oh no, what a terrible play.
On bond? No. We just did it. And that's, make sure this is on.
Right onto the
Me, I
next
didn't notice
hand.
it. I mean, I literally don't know how I didn't know I had 5 cards.
I'm running second hand.
Probably like 2 of them were stuck together.
I don't know how you didn't realize you got
I'm
6
talking
cards.
about hockey.
Yeah.
You just took one of them back.
Yeah. I mean, I knew I had 2 tens. I didn't know what the last
There
card
we
was.
go. There we
I was looking, I thought it
go.
was 2
Oh, was that in?
7 total. 8 raised, 75, 9 points.
All right, we've got some suited cards here. Nick and Spooky. Nick doesn't want to see 3 clubs on the
Next time you
board
gotta give me, let you know how to get
unless
to my
it's
sleep.
the
Okay?
Great call.
8, 9, 6 of clubs.
Yeah.
Go all in.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was value bet with the 10 there. Like, nobody's gonna see this.
Right. Yeah, I had to say 8.
Yeah.
Bunch of 6s on the board. Jim with a 10, Nick with a
Bond's
10,
desperate to win a hand, so he's just like, he takes his 2 pair and fucking jams it in there.
Worm with an inside straight draw. Calls the 100.
We're getting new cards tomorrow. We're getting new cards tomorrow.
Oh, Gary.
Oh.
New cards, new cards.
Nick calls
How much are these
with a
decks?
10.
Like $300? Yeah. What makes the tables read better and not read better? I mean, are they all the
10-8
same kind of the
still
RFID, or is it just
Yeah,
Ahead here
RFID bet.
against Nick's
10-7.
10-7.
here?
Yeah.
You know what I wonder though is that like
That
some of the
8
players
plays.
to watch this last week, they were like saying that there's only one camera actually, like that's
If I get a,
And now Worm with a
we're supposed to be moving.
But sometimes it just gets stuck. And so no matter what you act,
sort of up and down straight
Little
draw.
70-40 and it'll be good.
I actually thought there was literally just one camera.
5 or
I
9.
just realized. Well, I just realized. that
Worm
the
gets an
second-
interesting
I was like, wait a
straight.
minute, why is it only one angle?
Camera's trying to stare you down.
8 cards.
I think last week it was like
Worm
staring
calls
down
it
on
300
Nick,
with
and
his-
He was like sitting right here.
Inside.
Some other people I sent it to, they're like, oh, we don't see you in the stream at all because I was sitting in
10s are best.
for C1.
Worm just pairs up his 7, which is no good. Jim checks and Worm might decide to bluff here.
Well, yeah, we're champions of they're right up top.
Decides against that and checks it back.
they got that Phil Hellmuth money.
Nuke's asking if this is a live game. It's absolutely. It's there's a 10-minute delay though, Nukes, to let you know that, so that to protect the integrity of the game. But yes, it is a live game, and it's a live stream that happens every Monday. So good question.
We're thinking about doing one where at my house where I live.
Why not just do it at the poker room?
A goal and a fight. We want the food, the whole deal. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
You could still do that at like.
Yeah.
Remember, you know, Palace? They have,
All
like,
right, I think Mikey's exiting the building, so you just have myself as the lonely
Food, you get everything, right?
commentator now. Baylor Dave in the house. Mikey just left the room, so I'll be with you for the next hour or so. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Again, I'll be here till about 11:10, 11:15 Central Standard Time.
Corporate atmosphere stuff, you know?
Staying with you
I can talk to
for
Eddie.
the duration of this particular 5-5 David's live stream. Uncapped every Monday, paid social live stream. We've also got a Thursday ladies night live stream, and we also have the 1-2 live stream on Saturday nights at 7 o'clock, 7:30.
Oh, I gotta get
Come
that
join
number
us if
for
you
Power.
want.
I gotta go back by there. what it is. I don't. Tell me if this is what you. It's an actual.
Put your name on the list.
somebody
Talk
has
to a
big
floor.
warehouse firework deal.
We've got
and
some
then in
great
front of
floor
it,
managers here at
there's
PH Social.
There's one they have that's always there, and somebody releases it. Would you be interested in that, or you want your own separate lease?
I mean,
Back to the
That's probably
hand,
not
we've
the most
got
ideal one.
no, not really. Not, especially if they have the
Nick
warehouse.
with
Yeah, they have a warehouse right behind it. Usually
pair of
they're-
aces
Huh?
But they open
with the
for
weak
it.
kicker.
Yeah, so they have the warehouse,
Nice.
then I always put a fireworks stand there. There's usually two
Got
across
trips.
the street. I mean, it's where everybody goes in Ellis
right.
County.
Usually though, when
Let's see if Benji tries to bluff at this with his queen high,
themselves that have that stand.
Well, they're leasing that stand
knowing
out.
that Nick's a pretty
Yeah.
tough player.
Usually they do that because they'll put common
Decides
items in
to
there
check
for
it.
a quick pickup.
Yeah.
People are
Nick
really
will
buying
probably
them.
bet,
No, they were literally
and
leasing.
we'll have a fold here.
It's weird to me. And another thing that I would like to think about is what, you know, those fireworks stands sit there all year long, and I guess they're just warehouses for what they have left over.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gertie
What could you fucking do with that
9799.
during the,
Dirty
you know,
Gertie.
make money for
There are a lot of
every
good
6
players
months
on
of the
here,
year.
man. You've got tricky players. Hard to play against. Benji,
Yeah.
who plays on the big
They probably clear about
live
35
streams and
million
much higher
a year out of
stakes.
that building.
No shit.
And you've got solidness from Ramsey. You've got
300% markup.
unpredictability from
300% markup.
David Alexander. You've got Worm, who can do anything as well. It's tough to say who I think's the best player. I think I would say Benji's in the top, near the top of this particular table.
Yeah.
That would be my guess for
I didn't
top
realize
player.
they knew that much.
Yeah, I was like, I have queen high. I can.
And I guess if I think about it,
And
every year
Napalm,
when I
DJ
used to
Josh,
buy 'em,
he's actually been,
Yeah,
I
I
always
know.
fit
his
2 or
name is
3
DJ
thousand
Josh for a
every
reason.
year.
He's on, he's doing his nightly luxury DJing at weddings.
Bad river card.
And he plays daytime poker a lot. He's here at PH Social,
That's what I say. The more stands I can get
playing the 1-1 and 1-2 streets
So you really
during the
do-
afternoons, but he's had a lot of evenings where he does what he loves,
clear 100 grand.
his luxury wedding DJing business.
Okay.
You're what?
Clear after all expenses.
Okay.
We do miss him,
That's on just an average.
and I miss him by my side as well. Mikey's been a great companion tonight,
If you're not clear at 80,
You're doing something wrong. Yeah.
it's not a good location.
and we'll look here, Worm with queens,
And so what would
Raises
you
to
pay
100.
for the lease based on that? What's
Average
Nick
like
with a
10
suited
$10.
king jack of diamonds,
And it's just
calls. Jim's got a big hand here with pocket tens. Let's see how big he decides to make
then
this.
you'll have to move the place.
some
Yeah.
places I don't want it out there. You can be there for just
There you go.
and I have to, so it's an expense.
He 3-bet binks it
Yeah.
to 500.
You better be able to leave
Worm
the container
with
there or
pocket
whatever.
queens will probably repop this and 4-bet this.
Accommodate them.
So you might pay
I don't
20,000.
think this is gonna be a smooth call.
15,000 maybe or something.
Yeah, a little. A few
There you
thousand.
go.
Okay. Okay. So like
It's an all-in jam with queens.
I mean, but if it's prime three
This is gonna
interstates
put-
and then,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's way up. Like,
Yeah.
And put
12,
Jim to the
15,
test here.
Gotcha.
per
Okay.
selling time.
All right.
As
I
Nick
know
and
what- I know
Spooky
I'm
will
looking
most
for.
likely fold this.
If it's
Now
real,
Jim's gonna be
you
put to
know,
the
kind of
test.
On a highway, but in the
He's
middle
been
of
thinking
nowhere,
through
maybe
things well.
5 to 7,000. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But they average out around 10.
Okay.
And then I usually do I try to do it minimum 3
gonna
years
think this
term
through.
upfront. And
Big Jim
works out, I want to be there, then
thinking
I'll-
through the options.
I'll give them more if they give me longer.
Gotcha.
Like I'll re-sign for a
Sure.
5 year, or even up to after the first year. I think it's awesome. If they'll go, you know,
Yeah.
I'll give them more per year. If they,
Sure. Yeah,
and
get
up
right up
front
there.
if I need to. You know,
I got you. I get
there's
it.
enough cash flow on. in this
Yeah,
business
Nanya,
that
it's
I can
interesting
work
in
out.
Texas.
Yeah.
Fancy play can work against you a
Are
lot
you
of
going to go to
times.
that thing in?
Jim makes a
in July
disciplined
here,
fold
the
with his
haunted house
pocket
thing?
tens.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I saw the behind.
I would think that would be the appropriate fold, not
You're always
knowing
there?
your opponent's hand as well. That looked very strong.
Oh, is it? Okay.
4-bet with queens, but Jim didn't know that. Folds his tens.
Because I'm trying to get
Makes
my
the right
daughter into that.
decision.
I'm going to get her to go to
It's a
that.
good
with
place to go. It's not really it's a convention, so it's not a lot of, it's not a lot of cash and carry.
Okay. That whole stack? No, no.
If I shove, I lose 3 times. No, I mean,
Gotcha.
It's not a whole lot of cash and carry, but it is solid.
Yeah.
It's a lot of cool stuff to look at.
I think he's gonna shuffle almost always. So if you
Well, I figured to be the latest
Right.
draft there. Be a lot of.
Yes and no. Transworld.
On to the next hand.
Transworld and Taylor.
All the companies.
Agreed, dirty, dirty.
David, you have one?
Oh, David.
Yeah, he's got 2 cards.
Okay, then Bond's the one that's...
First available or
Bond's the last one left.
last.
Which is also what I was thinking, because
We all have
On to
one,
the next hand, Worm with the 6-7.
that was part of like I thought you would pay me off light because Squid
How's
Game.
the Squid Games over? Everybody has one? No, I don't have one.
Everybody
Oh, yeah,
Bond?
I have one.
Yeah.
Okay, Bond's the only one.
All right, well, it's
Oh,
over.
We'll do it after
It's
the hand.
over. Let's, yeah, you can
Yeah,
pay
let's
out
figure
after.
this out and then...
Yeah,
It's on.
this is not for a
Not
quick.
sure what they're doing here. Or what they were talking about over there on the table. Always interesting.
So it's only 140.
Man, how do you fold 10? Yeah, but it's like last two Squid Games.
Right, we don't have all the graphics up.
Yeah. Well, but that's because, you've got your whole family watching. You don't want to be embarrassed.
Not really.
Graphics are lagging a little bit.
I like the bullshit.
See what the flop is. King high flop. There's more than 2 players in this hand. So need to make sure that we're caught up with the graphics again. As we've said in the past, perfection is boring. Sometimes these things don't coincide. Now we do. We have some kings there we see now as the graphics are catching up.
No, that's a 4-bet jam.
Bet from Ramsey,
And last
call from David.
I mean,
David might think his king is totally good here. But Ramsey's played pretty tight all night. Played solid poker.
9s are pretty damn good. 4-bet bluffs. Why not?
Ramsey bets 800.
Like, what else is my side?
See if David sniffs out
Do I make it like half my stack?
a better king, or maybe he could be doing this with even better than that, with a 4 that he flopped with an ace-4 suited or something. David takes the more aggressive route and calls and thinks he does have the best of it. I guess not the aggressive route, but thinking he's got the best of it. David makes the right fold. Ramsey takes a pretty big pot though, showing he had the best of it. I think he flipped it over. The ace king.
I had a king. Big king.
I get a button too.
But I like that he did that, because normally I have a 4 there.
Benji's still leading the leaderboard,
This $5.
the most in his stack.
Like, I could make it.
Because I'm fucking you, I'm me.
No, the old
It
David
was
might
like
have had a 4.
175 free. How would you have a 4?
Oh, easily. Ask him.
No, I'm saying the old David could. I'm not sure about the David.
No, new David would have called 4-5 there to Harvey.
Now, if you heard that David talking
Hey, you know what?
about calling 4-5 in a heartbeat, that was the bad beat I had against him with my aces when he went all in with 4-5.
People on this table have been shoving it.
No one likes to hear bad beat stories sometimes, but
Get lucky he hit a jack
sometimes I will tell them.
on the river and
I think I get called there. I'm not saying it's right.
It's $5.
What's the worst bad beat you guys have had there in the chat?
And I will have one for your lucky.
As I've said, one of mine is against the Indian here himself,
They, let
with
me
aces taken down by 4-5 unsuited.
That way I can look like a real man and get the girls asking about, like,
Dude,
why aren't
how
single?
many streams have you played and how many girls have you? Well, we didn't know if it was a girl though.
Worst bad beats from the chat.
Point.
It just said somebody.
Worse than my aces getting cracked on 2 boards by 4-5 unsuited by the legend himself, the Indian.
And we've done the percentages. It's like, 90-10 or 95-5.
And back to the action. Got a 3-bet from Benji with king queen unsuited.
What is it in the poker community?
Why didn't y'all tell me that he's a Nick?
King queen still best here.
Although he'd made a lot more than me if he were
Check, check. This might go check, check all the way down to the river. Just taking showdown value with king high.
The poker gods can only take care of one person at a time. They're taking care of Benji right now.
He's no longer on his run bad.
And Benji bluffs with the best hand and takes it down. Not knowing king queen was best there. Dominating king jack on that board. Benji continues his climb up. Has 7.7k in his stack, with Ramsey closing in on that. Ramsey's done well at this 5-5 uncapped game. Even on his birthday, massive birthday run good. I think earned himself a $6,000 birthday present on his run good.
It was the days that we wanted to guess.
Well, I know. We'd like you to not have the ace.
Yeah.
Alright, catching up to the next hand here. Bond with a suited queen 9.
Hustler?
Yeah.
I played
Calls
with,
the $90.
played with Peter and Brittany and Wesley and the whole Asian crew over there.
Okay.
Mariano.
Yeah.
And 2 aces come out.
Like
It's queen high versus king high. Who has the most aggression here?
He was, I think, still banned at that time.
He was here in Dallas for a while, right, John?
We see Jim with
Some of the big names now.
Jim here is not on here, so the graphics again are getting wonky.
Everybody plays with Cool King a lot in Dallas.
Wolfgang.
I actually-
Wolfgang was at the local house game I played at.
Alright, we didn't even see his hand, so probably didn't register.
They let him in.
There you go, the highest VPIP.
I turned a set.
Oh, no,
Spooky close behind, 54%.
Back when I gave him a
To the Indian, 60% VPIP.
There's like
Voluntarily put in pot, folks. Those who do not know the acronym.
When the camera goes off.
Got a couple of suited kings here.
25.
shot away.
And a suited queen from Benji with queen 3. No one really. Ramsey wants to see diamonds. We've got diamonds taking up lots of people's hands here.
8 range to 300.
Too many diamonds.
I got a thing going on tonight.
3 folds.
Worm with the best pre-flop hand makes it 300.
5 folds.
Benji calls. And Worm flops an ace. Likes to check it. A little pot control. Benji takes a stab at it. Queen high. This will be an easy call from Worm. Let's see if Benji continues to stab at this. flush gets there, be a scare card from Worm as well. And Benji's representing a flush or a 6 or a big ace, but probably representing the flush with his queen high with a bet of $650. And Worm does not fall for it and senses weakness. Worm checks it. Let's see if Benji shuts this down. He's played with Worm before, I'm sure.
Alright, let's see him.
You went. I have queen high.
And he shuts it down. Nice pot.
Like once you call the turn.
2.5K pot going Worm's way.
2,500, he'd fold like a little bit.
So now we have two people in the 6.5K range, Ramsey and Benji. That can put us at the largest pot of the night in the stream for sure. As we've said in the past, we haven't seen a 10K pot yet. That's what we're waiting for. That would be very cool to see. We'd get a couple of these. Some celebration music, and a lot of this. That's what a 10K pot would get us.
I was supposed to fold
You're
pre-flop.
supposed to get the money moving here so I can get
All
it.
right, next hand, we've
Not
got
there.
suited king queen
I thought
from
you were gonna
Bond.
take all his chips.
Huh? I'm gonna have
It's
to.
been
You put my chips in there.
getting into some unfortunate
Now I have
pots
to
today,
fold.
so let's see if he can make something happen with his king queen of clubs.
Supposed to fold this pre-flop. Like, you're just a pessimist at that point. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. There's hope.
He's in the opportunity zone now.
In order-
Let's see if
in
he
order
can
to
make
find
this
that,
happen and
sometimes you need to call it.
get
You
this
need to
dominated
back off
king
and
jack unsuited to call.
in position against a fish. Not against the worm.
Benji just calls
You know what
this
worms do? We catch fish.
with the worst of the two hands. Dominated hand,
You're welcome.
and now a
for
super
sure.
dominated hand from Bond, dropping
Yeah.
top pair, second best
You know,
kicker
like all the food you eat.
to Benji's 4% of just king jack high. Bond checks it for deception,
Amen.
induces a bet from Benji, and I wonder if he
There are
check
some
raises
things better
here.
left in your head.
or just calls.
David, I know you've thought about eating a little bit of me before.
No.
Come on.
Bond contemplating a check raise here.
Raise to 500.
There you go. Bumps it up to 500, which Benji will
Huh?
probably read as strength
Well, if you'd give me some playable cards, wouldn't have this problem.
and fold.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. As scripted, folks.
That was another one. I actually fold pre-flop.
Back in Vietnam, they call him Big Dick Bond.
How long are we going to shut
Yeah.
BDB.
Benji increases his leading chip stack, which, oh, I guess Ramsey took him. Still got some big stacks here. Any of these stacks collide could be a monster pot. Could hit our over-under figure.
Yeah, he wears like this shirt that just says Big Dick on it. He won like $180,000 in that shirt.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There was a guy who his name on the stream was BDE. I forget who it was. Who was that?
It's funny, they're asking who the other BDE alias was, and we know who that was. That's our regular here, Sean, who plays.
Play over there, 1-2, and then come over here.
Oh, you mean the guy that hit and ran? or the guy that didn't pay us our $200.
That was a while ago.
It was before, I think it was before I started playing with y'all. You know what?
All right, Spooky. Best of this. Second pair on the board with top kicker. Board just got a little uglier, and oh, Worm got out of a potential draw, and now Spooky with his pair of sevens wins this.
I don't think you were folding.
No, I hate something.
I started bet 300.
I would have,
Huh?
if that came out, I would have wanted you to have like something really good.
Yeah, but if I had ace 9,
Worm with the biggest pre-flop raise percentage. Ramsey with the lowest, playing tighter. Ramsey's kind of shown that when you're in a pot with him, he's not playing around. He's got something.
It's never say never. So that's what I believe. Just use the vibes. Sometimes it's okay.
On to the next hand.
Because it's poker and it's fun.
Thanks again, everyone, for sticking around. Even though it's me, Baylor Dave, again here, alone in the booth, keeping you guys company for the duration of this 5-5 uncapped, the Indian David Alexander's game.
How much is it? I think I'm at him.
We're here live, 35 in Regal Row.
What game?
PH Social, come join us. We're open 24/7. And we got pocket queens from Bond here. Bond could be on a heater.
I got a lot of euros buying in that.
After having a rough start at this particular stream, he's getting some cards and getting paid.
If I win enough pots against him,
Now wakes up with pocket queens. And there's a 3-bet from Nick with unsuited ace 10. I'm thinking
big lines for me,
this could be a jam.
it's one big blind. That can be a lot of euros.
He could be a little gun shy because he's already been stacked a couple times today. Let's see if Bond decides to jam his queens in this, which seems like the right move at this point. Of course, it's easy when we see the hands behind the scenes. They can't see that. I think he's contemplating a jam here. There you go. As predicted, Bond decides to jam all in for his 2.7K pot, or his 2.7K stack.
25-20.
It's going to be 2,300 for Nick to call. Does he want to gamble with an overcard and a 40% of a Broadway draw? Decides to let it go, rightfully so.
One time.
Queens take it down. Wins $445 on that. Ramsey and Benji now top of the leaderboard.
Straddles. Benji.
Yeah.
That was a lot of big blinds, man.
If you guys want to play in this stream, let us know.
300 big blinds.
Come to talk to one of our managers.
He should have folded. He should have folded.
Check out our previous streams.
25 was on, so
Yeah, but it's
Just easygoing live stream, just fun and relaxed. I've been on a couple myself, just playing lower stakes. Great fun tables. Increases your game, makes you accountable. When the world can see your whole cards and see how you play. Benji with ducks calls $65 pre-flop, and the Indian wakes up with ace 10 and hits the ace on a queen ace board. And Nick, the third best hand, is the one that bets 100. It's Benji to fold, the better hand with ducks, and will probably get a call, as we see from David Alexander. And actually hits a pair. A little better for Nick, but still has to be careful. It's a very tricky Indian, and checks it down. This goes check, check. The Indian wins an additional $330 to add to his kingdom. On to the next hand.
Grab those, please.
These mics are more sensitive. You can hear the squeaking of the vinyl or the rubber that's around the poker table now. Current chip counts. Next hand, we got Spooky with unsuited king 10. Takes the call. Ramsey with the exact same hand. Looks like he'll probably call. Benji gets speculative. Queen 6. And the Indian has a wheel draw. Raises his ace deuce wheel draw to $60.
Not at all.
Ace high still good here. It's amazing. Ace high still ahead. 4 ways. And the best hand, thinking he's bluffing, bets 200 from the Indian with ace high on this board that is actually the winner at the moment. Fold from Ramsey, and the best hand takes it down. Pre-flop, post-flop, and post-turn. Probably thinking he was bluffing with that bet with ace deuce on a 9-jack 5-5 board.
A very strong statement.
Ace high was good.
Good strategy, Cotton.
David's a very strong man.
Good strategy, Cotton.
There you go, the Indian with the best cumulative winnings amount here on the board. You've got 4 in the green and 4 in the red. It's a good distribution. You'll have 4 happy people at the end of the stream and 4 slightly less in their pocketbooks and bank accounts at the end of the stream.
Okay, I was wrong.
Now Nick wakes up with big slick unsuited, and Benji has a suited king 9.
Leave that black out this
3
spot,
bets
'cause
this
I can
hand.
bet all 4 for you.
It's dominated by the ace king of Nick. Wonder if Nick repops it. I think he's just going to smooth call this. That would be an amazing fold, but I don't think he's... I thought he was planning to smooth call it right there. Oh, it looks like he popped it. He 4-bet. 4 bets to 7,600. Let's see if Benji decides to try to catch clubs here. Nick's been in a lot of pots and has lost a little bit tonight, so this could be on Benji's mind as well. He lays it down, rightfully lays it down. Good job, Benji.
Oh, too easy.
Too easy announced. That's funny. There we have 2 people above 5K and 6K. They could easily make a 10K pot.
I got one more squid game, boys. You leaving now?
Now, we got people already, what is it, a school night? People are calling it a night? Is Big Jim leaving us? Got Grandpa's bedtime coming up, guys. What's up? I thought poker was a late night game.
How late are we going today?
The lights are going to 11.
Yo, people asking how long tonight's stream will go. With you for another 20, 25 minutes, folks. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see if we can get any large pots here.
Now that we're down in man, y'all want to keep
And
playing?
if we have any mayhem, we have any carnage, as I've said in the past.
Just do
Baylor Dave loves that term and loves to see that at the poker table. Little carnage.
Here's like the players.
Let's see some aces versus kings. Not the 7-5 versus 3-5 or whatever that was. We want some big hands. Here we go. Ace 10, king 10. Ramsey with the suited king 6 is the one that raises. Benji 3 bets with his ace 10. Benji really pounces when he senses weakness. Ramsey smooth calls it. Searching for hearts. And binks the king 6, top 2. Benji c-bets to try to take down this pot, but unfortunately runs into Ramsey's top 2 pair. I think he raises over there. I didn't see what it was, yep. Clicked it 3x. 300. Benji's got to know he's beat here. Benji's a smart thinking player. There you go. As predicted. Benji makes the right decision. Drops a little bit. Now widening the gap between Ramsey and Benji. Ramsey with 6.6K in his stack and Benji with 5.5, the top 2. But Worm's got almost 5,000 in his stack as well.
Me too, $800 later.
Well, everyone has to pay tuition,
Well, I'm getting it back. He's gonna pay the 5 years tuition in a minute.
On to the next hand. Still got the knit button game going for $20 a button card. Indian wakes up with unsuited parking lot hand, ace queen.
Yeah, that alley looked kind of like the over there.
Worm has nothing.
They should put the live stream up there.
He raises to
That'd be
80.
kind of fun so we can watch.
Snap fold from Worm. Bond with 40% of a wheel with ace 3.
Oh, that was sick. You really got me there. Good, Sonny boy. Something like
3 bets actually.
Let's see. What's that? Sonny Jim. because he's old.
Jim took a big L today.
And he lost like 3K.
Spooky with a, or Nick, sorry, with the suited 6-7.
Who raises? Maybe
You can only have, he had like monsters that.
I've ever since I've been going through my most recent downswing, I've stopped feeling bad for anybody.
800?
Like I'll drive past a homeless person on the street and I'll flip them off. Like you don't know what it's like
You don't know what it's like to have 30K and
to lose. Yeah, yeah.
You don't have 30K.
They're so lucky.
Yeah, 6-10.
How are you?
All right, that worked.
It's alright. Bond I was worried about.
That's me checking out the,
Bond had 9.
typing in on my own chat here,
Yeah,
but
he's gonna be scared if you lose.
I thought I turned something off on here on the control panels of the science computers all over the place. I'm glad I didn't turn anything off.
So you wanna play with him?
Benji here with
Once, I think.
suited ace 5.
Watched it once, I think. Yeah.
The first time
Next
I played
hand.
Yeah.
We're on hand 76, folks. I think we'll probably have under 100 hands shown on this live stream. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for sticking it out. Like I said, we've got probably 25 minutes left on the stream, or a little less. Baylor Dave here for you the duration of the night. We had Mikey as well earlier with his insightful analysis of the hands. Mikey's our operations manager for PH Social as well. A warm with the Jack 9 suited. 3 bets. Benji looks like he 4 bets to 1K and gets a insta fold. Best hand wins and takes it down. Wins $270 pre-flop. You like that? Don't have to battle it out. Just take the money.
Should have done it.
If you do it, I'm
No risk
You
when
ripped
they
it?
fold. Big risk when you have to see a flop and they can outflop you.
How do you 4-bet with ace?
Probably second best in Dallas.
Yeah, I know, but how does he 4-bet with ace?
Second, yeah, I mean, the first
Like,
bet,
he has ace 5 suited, man. How does he 4-bet? How does he 4-bet bluff with that? That's crazy, dude.
that's never happened before in the history of poker.
I know, that's like, what? This guy's like on a different level, man.
Wonder who they're talking about.
I
Talking
think they might
about,
have to
I
rewrite
guess,
that poker book.
interesting erratic play.
The super system?
Yeah, yeah.
I am rewriting.
Erratic.
And include a chapter on ace 5.
Not
Yeah,
what people
I'll
probably thought I
tell
said.
the tale of Benji, the
Crazy
man who
play.
bluffed worm. There
Oh,
haven't
can
been
I
many.
get? Oh no, I did get one. Can't believe this is the
Isolated.
150.
Benji raises with connecting 10-9 after a $50 straddle. Gets called by the Indian with king high. King high is best here. Let's see if this C-bet gets in the fold, which he does. But a play by Benji
2 cards.
and shows the bluff.
Of course, better.
Alright, Benji, let's go. Let's keep it like this.
Even with that
Please.
fly.
No one gets a button except us.
There you go.
Wait, where's the
Nick throwing down the gauntlet.
He has one already.
Okay, how about only us 3?
Yeah.
And now wants more action. Is that what I hear? I'm in for that. I think the rest of our viewers who've stuck with us wants that. So
Basically our team again.
I think Nick's throwing down the gauntlet for a
It's a beautiful way of
play like that 10-9 that
situation. You have a gift.
Benji just made against the Indian.
Sure.
Here we have a $100 raise from Worm with pocket deuces, the Ducks.
Be a poet.
But he didn't
Spooky
know it.
calls with an unsuited ace-8.
Fuck, everyone thought it.
And let's see if Benji doesn't want to play with his queen
We're gonna
rags.
have a new team member.
We'll have a new team member.
The Indian calls.
Check.
And second pair with the jacks. Oh no, sorry, Worm, I didn't see that. I didn't see the set flop by Worm. That's a good thing Spooky or the Indian don't have a king. I think this would be bad news. Indian calls with his jack, and oh, that's the worst card. Oh no. A lot of money is gonna get in the pot. Oh, this is terrible for the Indian. Did Worm just go all in? No, he bet 500. I thought he went all in. Indian's gonna call. Oh no. Indian's gonna think he's got the best hand right now. Goes all in. Here it is.
God damn. How do you
And we
fucking
have a
do that?
8K pot, folks. An 8K pot. The biggest pot of the night. We got there. Past 5.8K easily. You know what that means? I've got a free meal. Mikey gave me the over on 5.8K. And that was a 7.9K pot. Biggest pot of the night. We are closing in on
Thanks,
a
Evan.
10K pot.
Appreciate you. I'm out, guys.
And his namesake, David A, is out with that big hand. The cooler, Trip Jacks versus a very disguised boat, twos over jacks. What a windfall for Worm, picking that up near the end. That's awesome. That's what we want to see. Near the end of the stream, we get to see a big pot, so we hit it, folks. At the end of the evening, we hit a $7,900 pot. That was cool. As I'm sharing it with no one in the booth right now, except for the soundboard. We do appreciate you guys sticking it out. It's me, you guys, and the soundboard. And some interesting characters like Ramsey, who woke up with pocket kings and 3-bet to 145. Bond with a playable Jack 9. I think he'll call this. And so will Spooky. Spooky will play a connected 8-7. And get a few things with those if you just call. I think this is going to be a call and a call. Oh no! I thought Spooky would be looser than that.
I almost folded.
And of course, when you have kings, an ace will flop. They're king, queen, and jack magnets, these aces.
Yeah, guys.
And now Ramsey's gonna play it cautiously, even though he's got the best hand. And the draw to the nut flush draw.
No offense to someone for being like pretty good to
His option, he might take a little
one stream. You guys.
little value bet.
Okay, you can leave anytime after the stream.
And you're gonna get a fold. Unless Bond wants to get a little froggy. Bond wants to put in a raise. And we do see a raise. Bond getting very creative here with Jack High and representing either a monster, or nothing. What an interesting raise. I think this is a fold from Ramsey. He's been playing very tight lately. Doesn't like the ace, doesn't like the 5, doesn't like the hearts, and lets it go. Wow. That ranks top 2 play of the night there. With a click from Bond to take away the best hand in kings. Good play. Ramsey's gonna watch that and wonder what he did.
We only have 20
And
minutes
David
left in the
needs
stream.
to get 60 back actually.
All right, we have a
We only have
comment
20
from
minutes left in the stream, so
Job 88. Yo yo. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining us even near the end. We've probably got another 15 minutes or so, less than 20 minutes on here. Hopefully see some big pots. We saw one just recently,
yeah.
just 10 minutes ago, less than that. A $7,900 pot taken down by Worm. Took down the namesake of this live stream, David, who's in seat 7. Just a cooler with a set of jacks turned, or not a set, a trip jacks turned that gave Worm the 2s over jacks boat and jams it on the river. And David snap calls, and we had the biggest pot. Good job, Worm. That's right. You're right, man. Let's go.
Oh, it goes back to Worm because
Big Worm won that huge pot. $7,900.
because
David got 60 back.
Took out
Oh, yeah.
the Indian.
No, he left before that one started, right?
I think that's for his.
No, it was during it.
Going on to the next hand. A few more hands for you folks.
So, why don't we just split it? We'll just drop it. Yeah, we'll just drop it.
David. Let me give this to you.
Why are we doing
Let's see, what are they talking about? Chopping something.
I don't know yet.
he didn't pay you yet, did he? Just tell him. Tell him to pay you.
It's whatever. When one of you guys stacks me, I'll have
Nobody.
$40.
Since nobody knows, I'm the one that paid it.
Take it easy.
Everybody go with that?
Yeah, yeah.
I paid it also, yeah.
F Job 88. Happy 420 to you. Enjoy. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us even late here.
Generous enough to.
Baylor Dave appreciates you. The brand appreciates you. We appreciate all of you here on our chat room and
I'll break his leg.
watching us live and in the room playing our tourneys, playing our live games, our live table games. We appreciate all of you.
We don't have to play Sliver.
Happy
I'll get,
420
I'll
to
get-
everyone.
I have a ring too, so.
I'll get my
All right,
Armenian
back
friend.
here.
I don't want to leave the screen.
Bond just re-raised and 3-bet his ace queen unsuited to $150 and gets fold. Takes down an extra $60 to put in his stack. There you have it. Got a few people left since person was stacked. Still got Worm with the biggest stack right now after winning that 7.9K pot. Strategizing Conquer says free roll is goated. We've got 2x Thursdays, $2,000 free rolls, very popular. Fills up the seats over here, lots of action, good fun. Got a dealer toke option as well, but these are our free rolls that we offer. Now we got some big hands, got pocket eights to fold.
Squid was on.
Oh, Squid was on, you shove.
What just happened here?
I
Did Spooky fold jacks to a Ramsey raise? I don't know what just happened, folks. The way these graphics were, I don't see Spooky folding jacks pre-flop.
$25? Should I deal Worming, you think?
Yeah, that stinks.
I'm dealing
Strategize.
that Worm's out, yeah.
Sometimes you have those people that just definitely don't want to chop, man. All right, we got probably our last bomb pot of the evening here, folks. Not the last hand, but the last bomb pot. We still have at least 15 more minutes probably on this stream. a little less. Let's see what we have over here. Pocket tens, ace. There's a queen on the board. Let's see. No one's got a diamond draw except we don't know Spooky's hand. Sometimes tough to keep up with these with so many number stats on the board. We'll do our best, and we'll continue on as we go on to two-handed or two-card poker after this one. And we got our, oh, I didn't even see the pocket tens. All right. Here we are, and Ramsey with his set of tens gets half the pot, unless Bond bombs it and wants to represent something huge. Ramsey smooth calls this. Benji probably folds. Oh my gosh, we got a fold from Ramsey. Now Benji. Thinking maybe this king 10's good. There you go. Lets it go. And Bond scoops the entire pot.
Is Squid Game back on? No.
On to the next hand. Again, appreciate all you folks sticking it out. Got about 10 more minutes left in here, and let's get a bigger pot. We have a 7.9K pot. And let's look for a 10K pot before the stream is over. That would be amazing carnage. On to the next hand. Stick it out to the end of this, and we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. No promises. A Bond here with my favorite hand again. Jack 10 of diamonds. Jack 10 suited. Lots of jacks out. There's two ace 9 hands. Worm decides not to play his ace 9. And Bond gets away with that. Worm still 8.4K. Benji now in third place with his 5.7K. I think they'll do that. JSC. I don't have control of that, but it'll flash up. The stats flash up regularly.
8 raise, 35, 9
All right. We have Worm with a suited queen jack. Very pretty looking hand. Not super strong, but just pretty to look at. And then does stuff like this and just whiffs. Now you have Spooky with the best of it. With top pair and a backdoor straight draw. And Ramsey with an inside straight draw. And Worm with queen high. Cool. Glad you're seeing the stats as well, JSC. Spooky still with the best of it with a pair of sevens here. Not really knowing that and pot controlling with a check. Now Worm. He's the one who bets. Queen high. Spooky with second pair now is wondering, can Worm have a king? Spooky thinks it out well. Spooky's been playing a little more reserved and doesn't want to take the chance. And Worm takes it down with the worst hand. Here we go. We show the highest VPIP that got out first. 60% there.
Oh, I guess quit work. Yeah, that took a second to click.
You're only 5.
My parents never let me watch that.
Yes.
SpongeBob.
GRV.
Why not?
I don't know.
It's now PH Social in the same location on 35 and Regal Row. Come join us. Come see us. We got some live games going. Yeah. Hopefully that was a pleasant surprise for you to know that we reopened. It's been since last June of 2025. PH Social Open, then we started these live streams recently. TRV, and you're currently in one right now, so appreciate you joining us and watching us, and yeah, come join us. Please come visit. It's such a nice feel. Play 1-1, 1-2, some 1-3 uncapped, 2-5s uncapped, and these 5-5 uncapped games that are streamed. Got Ramsey here, now winning the hand. Worm with the ace of clubs with that nut flush blocker. Decides not to bluff at it. Worm playing conservative, protecting his stack now.
It's always a good feeling, right? It's when you decide you're probably gonna get called by a king, and it's like probably not good, but whatever, be disciplined or something like that, and or something like that. Yeah.
All right. Coming to the finish line. Got Bond with ace 10. Three bet from Spooky with 4 deuce. Near end of the stream, shenanigans with a 3 bet with 4 high, but a suited 4 high. Gets called by the snowman pocket 8s. Bond calls this most likely as well. Wants to see a flop before the stream ends. Only got a few hands left. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if Bond has any evil intentions. And calls.
I was 30 to 90, 90
You're right. I was exactly supposed to do that. Okay.
King Jack Deuce. 2 overcards to the 8s. Let's see. Spooky continuation bets and gets the best hand to fold. Now Bond is thinking, let me spike a queen. Does he min click it? I think he min clicks, or no. Almost a min click. Oh, Spooky did hit a deuce. I thought he just had 4 high. And gets him to fold. There you have it. Couple more hands, guys. Thanks, TRV. Appreciate you coming to join us. Come join our live poker here, 35 in Regal Row. If you haven't been since it was the old club, we're now PH Social. One of the same owners. The room is super nice and homey. I'm here 3, 4, 5 times a week. Come and join us, TRV.
I agree. How does he?
Great place to play.
Like he
Even the
obviously
smaller
knows,
stakes
like,
and larger stakes. We got 1-2, 1-1,
that he didn't, dude,
2-5, uncapped, 1-3 uncapped sometimes. We've got PLO tournaments on Sunday. We've got
guess you were reversing it.
$500 free rolls at noon most of the days in the week, and we've got the $1,000 and $1,200 free rolls in the evenings. Come join us live. We'd love to have you.
Well, I mean, you said you thought I had
It's
8-5.
BYOB. Bring your favorite drink.
Well, I knew you finished.
Come to our snack bar, get some other drinks or snacks. Make your poker experience as best as possible as you come in. Grab a table, have a table sent to you, put some food down, your favorite drink, play some poker. What more can you ask for? Not much. Not much.
Yeah. 6 rate 75.
I'd like my own beach house. That's what I would like to ask for. That's more. All right, Benji here. 10-7. Let's see who or what gets out of line. Got some.
Bomb pot to finish it.
Here we go. I think this is it. This is, I believe, going to be probably the last hand. So we thank you again, folks, for joining us and sticking with us. This is Baylor Day for this last hand coming up as people are racking up. Thanks for joining us. PH Social Live, David's 5-5. Monday night live stream. Thank you for joining us. You guys are the best. Thanks for all the comments and keeping me company. Come join us, stick around, have some drinks, play some poker. 35 and Regal Row. We're available here, so this should be the last hand of the night. A bomb pot, I believe, before they rack up for their wins. Appreciate all of you sticking it to the very end. And all the comments, good, bad, and indifferent. Yep. We're glad that you guys tuned in. Don't forget to hit that like button. The remaining viewers that are on there, click that like button. That's all we ask. Let us know what we could do to improve both our live stream and our live games. We've got monthly promotions that differ every month. We've got some good ones that have maintained, like the Flush Rush. Get 4 flushes, all the suits, and get $3,400 or $3,500 now for the bonus. And Sunday through Wednesday is that promotion from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Get 4 flushes, win $3,500. Easy money. So here we go. Thank you again, guys. Appreciate you. Till the next one, Baylor Dave signing off.
450.